Gosh.
TopLobsta Productions.
In the shadows of the ancient ones, they never went away. They're still here today.
Nephilim Death Squad. When the last trumpet sounds and the heavens crack, blah, 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 blah. Nephilim Death Squad. Nephilim Death Squad. Death Squad. Death Squad. Death Squad.
Welcome back. Stop talking. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of NDS Chronicles, a show where we read your supernatural testimony. If you've got a crazy story and you want to send it to us, do it at chronicles@nephilimdeathsquad.com. Also, chroniclesnds@gmail, I think still works too.
You can introduce me or no?
I'm David Lee Corbo, aka The Raven. That is the dejected TopLobsta who was running audio. Oh, fuck. Oh, no.
I told you.
No. What's the matter? Guy, turn your mic up, Raven. Why don't you just turn my mic up? Maybe that'll work.
Hold on a second. Maybe we're not even connected.
Oh, that could just be it.
Oh, we're not. Nancy.
This has been it the whole time.
How about
I
now?
told you. You called me a
The whole
spy.
time.
So how do I sound? Oh, I sound professional because I'm talking into the...
That's what's
Nancy?
going. Oh, because you're closer to the MacBook. Okay, we're gonna trim this off, right?
I'm so
We'll trim this
confused,
chunk
dude.
off, guys. Welcome to another episode of
I'm
NDS
flying to
Chronicles.
Vegas right now.
No, you know what? It
know
doesn't
what's
even matter.
happening
Who
right
cares?
now.
Let's just keep going.
And I'm going to choke.
That's
I'm gonna
so
choke
funny.
her.
We restarted all the expensive equipment like 7 times to try to figure out what the issue was.
No, that's not what it was the entire time. There was static. There was like weird stuff.
It was the demons.
The Damons.
The daemons.
It
Those
was-
are the things that are in the
Well,
technology.
you guys might be over the target on something that people don't want you.
We're not going to talk about it. We're
about.
done talking about
I
it.
know, I
This is
said
not
that.
what this
I was the first
episode's
one to
about.
say
So
that.
stop it.
Who owns Roadcaster?
A Jew.
Are they on Epstein?
Either that or Timothy Alberino. So, guys, you know the deal. NDS
Stop accusing
Chronicles.
him.
We are in it to win it, and in a minute, go.
What?
I don't know. We're gonna read some stories to you guys. Are you excited? Top, are you? We haven't done this in a long time.
I don't know how to read.
I'm
so
not going
Matt-
to talk about why, but we haven't.
Well, your heart's been too heavy.
No, that's not the case.
G by
we've
Jonathan says
been-
trim off the foreskin.
We've been very busy. We've been very busy lately.
We've been doing a lot of shows,
A lot of shows,
which has been nice.
a lot of speculating. Not really.
Well, the Epstein thing has been fascinating.
Yes.
And we've been
Bonking.
kind of bonking that apple, yeah.
Yeah.
And it is just a little gassy. It is apparent to me that this drop is so unlikely
Mm.
that Epstein would be the mastermind or associated with every single
Hold
conspiracy.
on. What do you think about it, Matt?
Yeah, we haven't even talked to you.
I just think it's like the dumbest thing, bro. It's like, so what? So when did the Epstein files first become a thing? 5 years ago?
Wait, so they're fucking kids? That's
Okay,
dumb.
I'm not doing this. Like, as soon as I say it, and you guys are like, "Yeah, Matt, you just don't get it." I don't even get to say my point anymore before
No,
you
no,
say
you
I
can
don't
say
get
your
it.
All right,
Okay.
go ahead. Fine, I'll make fun
Sorry.
of you later.
My point was just that, like, so this was like, when did he get hung? 5 years ago. So like, what was in the news?
Yeah, five.
Yeah, 5
right?
years, 5,
No,
6
so
years
like,
ago.
so
It's
like, what
end
was
of
in the news
2019.
5 years ago? Like, what was everybody willing to accept 5
It's
years
hanged.
ago? How long did we just like let
No,
this
he was
thing
hung.
unfold and go
He
on?
was
hung.
Fat
And was it going to involve the Republicans? Was it going to involve the Democrats? Was it going to involve all this? Now it's aliens. Now there's like stuff about aliens in it. 5 years ago, nobody was going to talk about aliens.
No, they did.
So they just waited.
5 years
now.
ago is about the time frame. 6 years ago is about the time frame where Hillary Clinton starts coming up in this whole Epstein conversation, and then all of a sudden, her and John Podesta, who's also associated with the
JP.
whole thing, come out and start coining the term UAP
Fair
and
enough.
get that conversation started.
Fair enough. I'm
to
just
kind of
saying
make
we're
the heat.
way further down the road now. There's this thing. I don't know. We saw a guy before. He did actually a coverage of it. This video called documentary called Disclosure. You know what I'm
Age of
talking about?
disclosure.
Yeah. so
that-
now there's like that. There's
Yeah.
that's coming out. I guess there's this guy called Spielberg. He's got an aliens movie coming out. It's like high and hot. And then boom, the Epstein files have aliens in it now. It's like, well,
Yeah.
who? So you're telling me like there's a government that created this whole file about this guy called Epstein, and that same government is the ones like releasing it to the masses now? I'm just saying, like, all that just sounds crazy. Like, whatever.
Listen, what you don't understand is that there's good guys and there's bad guys, okay?
And
you
they
have
wear
to
white
pick a
hats
side.
and they wear black hats.
Oh, look for another cue drop.
and you've got to pick a side, okay? And the sides, which pedophile do you want to be on the
Okay,
side?
so
of?
yeah,
Simple.
so
Pick a pedophile.
it's just like this is like
Perhaps.
all the stories. Like you guys bring me these stories, and then we talk about this side of the story or that side of the story. I'm always saying like, well, who's feeding us the story?
Jews.
There we go.
That's what the J
There
stands
we
for in
go.
DOJ.
That's a great one too, though.
It's the
Just like
Department
I
of
said,
Jews.
2 years ago, nobody came in the coffee shop talking about Jews.
Yeah,
Ever.
because you're in Florida.
All of
Yeah.
a sudden,
Because
no,
it's illegal.
No,
to
no,
do
no.
If he was on the east coast of Florida in Boca,
I'm
they'd be
saying
talking
2 years ago, boom, it skyrockets. Everybody's talking about it. Don't care which side. Don't care which side. Who's feeding the narrative that all of a sudden that's this big thing that everybody's talking about? That's my only observation.
That's a long-winded version of the observation I just made.
Fair enough.
All right.
All right. So what are we thinking though? Epstein, is this legit? Do you like what's happening, or are you
a fan of
bothered?
it?
I have no clue what's happening unless you guys send it to me. I have
Nobody
no
comes in
clue.
the shop talking about it.
No, it
actually,
hasn't gotten to
no.
that degree yet.
Uh-uh.
It hasn't gotten to
That
that
is-
degree.
I think that's you're our canary in the coffee shop.
Canary in the coffee
No,
shop.
dude, I think a coffee shop is a very good way to gauge society.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been saying that it's not going to really hit the mainstream yet. The way I look at it is, the DOJ releases these files. You make of it what you will. I don't know. I made a tweet about it. I said, I don't think this is real. I'm not saying that 100% of it is fake. I'm saying certainly there's some percentage of this that is not real, fabricated by AI, planted there on purpose. Maybe there's some truth mixed up in it. But I do think that the point is for people like us to pick up this narrative, pick it apart. Eventually, thank you for removing the chat. Thank you so much.
No, I just said like
Uh-huh.
I sound like AI. I was just checking if I
Don't
sound
look
like
at
AI.
that. Don't look at
That's
the chat.
I was saying like it sounded like I was in a big room.
No, it doesn't sound like you're in a big
Okay,
room.
sorry to cut you off.
It's a very little room. And guys like us, shows like ours are meant to pick this apart until basically the cream rises to the top. The most compelling elements of this DOJ drop are going to be refined by us. We're basically unpaid feds, I guess, right? I mean, that's how I'm looking at it. And then the narrative will kind of reveal itself through our scrutiny and other shows like ours and bigger ones, smaller ones, all that. And then eventually that version of events will get passed on to the general public. Then you'll start to hear it in the shop. My question is, what then? Conspiracy theorists get a sense of vindication. We're meant to feel vindicated. I don't trust that
Can
feeling.
I ask something real quick?
Go ahead.
So is it possible then that it took 5 years to just kind of see what the podcasters did with all the information, which way society was going to shake out, how they felt about this and that, and just like a 5-year massage of the details before they're like, okay, now it's time to put it out?
No, the way I've been looking at it is I was saying we used to do a show called Dangerous Retards. And I would say on that show, like, you're going to see this QAnon shit come to pass. I don't know when it's going to come to pass, but it'll happen when the next scene is prepared. It's a plot device. It's a big major plot device, the Epstein files and the QAnon shit. And that'll come to a head when they're ready for whatever the next scene is. So last time they shut the world down, and we've been saying this on the show, last time they shut the world down, this time I imagine it's going to be something of a worldwide event. It's interesting. China's coming out. They've now said that child molestation is punishable by death.
They're also making it illegal to invest in any companies in Israel.
Yeah, so this thing is the linchpin. Well, very much Epstein is in all the things. The maximum Jew hatred. What the fuck was that? The maximum Jew noticing comes from this. The complete failure of any sort of, what would you call it, trust in institutions, government institutions, media institutions, like all that. This is the last thing. This is the straw that breaks the camel's back. I'm just looking at it like what comes next.
Well, maybe like if the economy collapsed tomorrow, like full on worldwide economic collapse, there's nobody in the economic world that like studies that would be in shock. Like all of those people are already saying that. You alluded to something on one of your shows about alien disclosure was going to shut down the Bank of England.
Yeah, we were
like that.
That's what I forget what her name is. McCrapp. It was some lady from England was saying, yeah, she's a politician. She's saying that the banks need to prepare for the inevitable collapse of the economy when disclosure happens. So yeah,
But that's like the collapse of society. You know what I'm
Sure.
saying? If economies collapse, that's how like you lose wars. You know what I'm saying? You can be winning at war, your economy collapses, boom, now you're losing war. Like the economy kind of is the lifeblood
I
of
think
everything.
this is
So worldwide collapse could happen.
That's the word, the worldwide collapse. I think it's a full collapse of like the world economy and a consolidation under one. This is, what Alex Jones was screaming about for all those.
People should have a food forest, bro.
It is
Well,
interesting. I was telling
chickens.
you a while ago that Bitcoin was crashing, and you're like, "What do you mean it's crashing?" And I was like, "I saw this trend You remember that? It was a couple weeks ago. This is
Yeah.
before the Epstein thing. And I was like, I see a trend that's not usual in what it's doing. And now it's gotten like, it's been cut in half.
Yeah, this is the same
Kinda
time you
crazy.
guys
Gold
were
and
saying
silver
like,
too, though. Like in one day, gold lost. Maybe it was gold and silver combined, but there was $15 trillion gone, dude.
I
And
saw.
it didn't go. It wasn't like the stock market went up. Like there was that huge of a loss of dollars, but it didn't go into anything else.
Matt, were we having a conversation recently where you said you don't think all the gold is out of Fort Knox?
I
Was
never
that you?
I
No,
never
okay.
talk
We were
about
having, we
Fort
were
Knox,
talking to
but-
somebody, or I heard somebody say, like, I doubt all the gold is actually gone. I don't think there's as much as people think there is. Within the files, there's also this mention of like all the gold from Fort Knox is gone.
There is.
It's all,
I might
it's
be
all
intrigued
missing.
in the Epstein files now.
It's a bizarre, whatever the Epstein files are. It is a plot device for a really compelling narrative.
But how is this dude like? It's just addressing everything.
Yeah,
It's
9/11.
addressing everything.
Israel did
Conspiracy of
9/11.
Everything. Yeah.
Like it's all
How
in
is
there.
all that in a story of a guy who like had an island and they're humping little kids?
It's
like,
fucking not.
like everything. That's what I'm saying.
So the question is, why on earth would you want people, psychopaths like me, to feel vindicated?
Well, they just want to control the narrative, and enough psychopaths like you have gotten out there to where people are like, damn, this psychopath might be right.
So that means that psychopaths like us are going to be instrumental in what, guiding the public's opinion as we go forward into this next thing.
I don't think you're a psychopath too. I was just
No. But you know what I'm saying? Like conspiracy theorists, whatever, right? Because there's the unwashed masses, the moronic lemmings who go in whatever direction the government says.
I think it's always just a matter of changing and framing reality, right? When we talk about
it's
you have
narrative
faith,
control.
like when we say faith is a substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things unseen. Like faith is your view of reality based on the word of God. Like that's what reality is to you, the word of God. That encapsulates reality, right? What this one world order, or whatever you want to call it, is trying to do is shape reality. Like if they can say things like a child was born with a wiener, but they're actually a girl, dude, you can just erase reality at a certain point. You just like nothing's like real. And so it just seems like what they're trying to do is shape reality.
Yeah.
And somehow some guy who was humping little kids on an island with Clinton and whoever else
He's
or
involved in
whatever,
everything.
somehow like this file, this top secret file that our government created, and now the same government's releasing is like has all of these things in it, just shaping people's view of reality.
There's a homie that was on the show. Remember Human Vibration?
Yeah.
She's a little bit crazy. We did the John Benet Ramsey thing. I think she was really over the target. She's been saying that Epstein's not even real and that this is a fabricated bag. Never existed at all. I tend to disagree with that, mostly because of the Rupert Sheldrake thing, where it's like we were going to have a guy on. He declined coming on, but we had a correspondence with him, and this guy is communicating with him. Avi Loeb, he's a little bit of a weird character, but even he's got to like answer for his communications. Like, seems like a real dude. I don't think Epstein was a complete
He had to be
fabrication.
a real human, dude. Did
Well-
Top get in an argument with him in the street in New York one time?
I'm pretty sure that happened. Yeah. They dude, is that the one that pulled around and snatched those two Jewish kids?
He took a handful of change from my car and I'm gonna give that back.
But I mean, I think the guy's
possible.
real, but I think he's become this larger than life scapegoat. But it's not a scapegoat. It's not just like you're blaming him for every conspiracy under the sun. You're using him to show us that every conspiracy under the sun was real. That's weird. That's
Why
really
is this
weird.
dude the platform?
What's also weird is like
And why did they make everybody beg for the Epstein files? That was another weird thing. They were
In
going to
the-
come out and then they didn't, and then you got to beg for them.
in the new Zootopia 2.
Epstein's in
Follow me
it?
here. No.
Let's track.
It's a children's movie, but they're kind of like they frame the good guy and the truth teller. It's a beaver that is a conspiracy theorist beaver,
Yeah.
but also has a podcast.
That's fascinating.
Wait, is this true?
Yeah, yeah,
Is this a
yeah.
real movie?
What a slap in the dick. I mean, that's just so insulting when
It's what it is, but she's the
Yeah.
one that has to like go ahead and help them uncover the truth as they try to, I forget exactly what they're doing.
Mm.
But yeah, no, it's like that's the frame of the narrative. So it's like now the podcasters have been given
That's
the
like your
Epstein
point.
files. Yeah. We've been given the Epstein files, but it's not you and me. There's going to be a hand selected few podcasters.
there's better ones than us. Yeah.
Well, now you have Candace Owens who's talking about Nimrod and the Nephilim giants.
yeah. Well, you know what it is? I
So-
think the line is like, if you get the Epstein files and you go, look, vindicated. What we're doing is we're getting the Epstein files and we're resisting that feeling of vindication and going, wait, there's something I'm like, that's personally, I'm going, there's something I'm missing. They're leading me. They're corralling me into a pen, and that pen is the pen of vindication where I stand in there and I celebrate. Been telling you this shit for all this time. Should have listened to me. And instead, I'm like, no, something's wrong.
So it's
here.
multi-level then. That's for you, for like a guy on that level, but for the masses,
it's vindicated conspiracy theorists.
Well, for the masses, it's just the shaping of reality, man. It's just shaping for them.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, you never like this would have sounded crazy 5 years ago, but just so you know, this is reality.
I have heard a couple of
And
people
here's
say
a movie that shows you. Look at the beaver. The beaver's a good guy. They're also a podcaster, kind of quirky. Look at them in their room doing a blog.
Yeah,
and this guy, I swear, it's like she was doing what was the equivalent of the Epstein files, because like they're like, oh, look at her. 10 years ago, she's talking about this sort of thing, and it was like, I don't know, some conspiracy. Actually, what was it? Very interesting conspiracy about the cats in Zootopia that
having
they
sex with the kittens.
No, they're like, well, they're freezing out they're freezing out like parts of Zootopia, and they're saying, oh, the weather is changing, but really they're making it more habitable for themselves, and they're expanding their
That's
territory.
interesting. So it's weather manipulation.
Weird. Weather manipulation. Yeah, it's crazy stuff. And this little beaver's been on to them for a while, and then they go, oh, you know, she's been discarded for so long, and she's a crazy person, and then oh, look, she's actually right, and now she's vindicated and celebrated at the end. And I'm just like, I was like, Josh, she's just like me.
Should we change Matt's name from Gator to Beaver?
Beaver. I like beaver.
Yeah, Beaver feels a little bit more.
What's an animal with ears?
Elephants.
Rabbit?
Elephants are men that were transformed after the Tower of Babel.
Not doing this.
All right. Why don't we get into some of these stories?
Matt, you know how to read, right? He knows how to read.
Yeah. Well,
He never lets me read.
No,
You guys,
I don't
neither
like
one of
when
you
you
guys let me
read.
read, which is fair.
I want to read one.
Okay, you could read one.
I want to read this one because it's aimed at me.
Oh.
This one comes from Katie.
Hi, Katie.
And hello, Katie. And apparently she thinks she saw the same scary demon that I saw.
That who saw?
That I saw.
That he saw.
That you thought was a little black baby?
Not that one.
Jacob and Esau.
Okay.
Jeez.
He tells me nothing. Like I got to find out from Alberino,
It
like
just
all
feels-
of his
it
stories
just
about
feels
aliens
weird
and
to
stuff. I know
tell you, like,
nothing about it.
Hey, sit down and hear all my stuff.
You never tell me anything though.
I think I
we
saw-
have 1 hour conversations on the phone on a somewhat regular basis. They've slowed down a
It's
little
mostly
bit
just
recently.
about like how we're just super tenacious and we won't stop going after Timothy Alberino. And
Man, you guys gotta stop.
He's like, my
texting me.
spirit's so heavy, and he won't stop texting me. Meh.
He's texting all of our
it's
friends.
funny too because he's shaming you to a degree. He's like, oh, associating with these guys. This guy is going around and he's telling everybody not to associate with us. He's going to extreme ends to do this. It's kind of remarkable. Okay.
It's kind of beautiful. Actually.
It is beautiful. I've never experienced that where people are getting personal phone calls being like, don't talk to these guys.
Does this qualify as harassment?
It doesn't qualify as harassment. It's like damage control, gatekeeping.
I feel harassed.
Okay, can we just get into the
I
story?
feel harangued.
No, you
harangued.
don't, dude. You love it.
Is it
I do love
orangutan?
it.
Is it orangutan or orangutan?
Harangutude.
I'm done with this.
Because remember
Lost
when they
text
had
for
remember the orange drink? What was the orange drink called? We were kids.
Oh, purple drink.
That's
I don't know.
purple, dude.
Yeah.
Orange
Yeah.
Crush.
It was called Tang. Remember Tang? It was
That
powder.
was Tang, yeah.
Uh-huh.
And it was Tang because orangutan.
Hmm?
It was the mascot. Was it orangutan?
You lost the
I
plot,
remember
guys.
that, bro.
I
It
remember.
wasn't orangutan.
Okay, there's the plot.
Yeah, it was an orangutan, and he was an astronaut.
He was
too,
an
wasn't it?
astronaut. So why would you call it?
Your mother's an astronaut.
Why would you call it
That's
orangutan?
from White Man Can't Jump. That was a classic
And then
line.
all of a sudden now it's orangutan.
I don't know, man.
They changed some shit.
They'd be
All right,
changing
let's
shit.
hear
That's what
some
I'm getting at.
wild ass alien demon
I
stories.
think I
Let's
saw the
go.
same
You
scary
should sell
demon.
Tang up there.
Oh, you should sell Tang. Do they still sell Tang?
Probably
Guys, if
not.
anybody wants standard coffee shop, send us a case of Tang.
It's probably poison, to be honest. It's goy slop for sure.
Blah blah blah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Hi guys. Hi Nancy.
Hi, Nancy.
Hi guys.
Who are you talking to?
This is what they said in the thing.
Oh.
4 years ago, something happened to me that I can't debunk. It never happened again. Praise Jesus. Praise Jesus. I was living a life full of resent. What are you doing over there?
I'm picking that.
Okay, I thought you were for some reason in my peripheral. I thought you were doing this. It's like, what's going on, bro?
There's a hair on my microphone.
That's gross, man.
Oh,
Okay.
hair.
I was living a life full of resentment towards life and my existence.
Hmm.
My son's dad and I broke up. He got clean, but years of him overdosing made me lose attraction to him. Yeah, it's not good. It's hard to be attracted to people when they
I
shit
guess
their
you can
pants.
overdose more than once. Like that's
Yeah,
and-
overdose
yeah,
doesn't mean death. It just means like
You got close.
you got blapped up, probably hospitalized, that kind of a deal. Get a little Narcan in your booty.
It's rough, man.
Yeah. I was going through the motions during the day, trying to reach my son, feeling like a failure. I started to think I was bad for him. When I was pregnant with him, I remember a thought came into my head. it said, if you love him in the womb, he will die.
What?
What happened to my mic?
Yeah. Tom,
Okay, there we
what's
go.
going on?
Don't click things anymore. If you love him in the womb, he will die. What does that mean? That's interesting. I love him oodles even when he was in my womb, but I was careful not to express too much emotion while he was in my womb, just in case. Okay, so we read that the right way. If you love him in the womb, he will die. And so she started to curb the expression of that love. After me and his dad split, I had full custody, but firstly, I guess we could say James. She said James. James get him about a third of the time. He was a good dad now, and I don't want to say, I think that's probably the kid's name. I'm not going to say the kid's name. And the kid loved him. When he was at his dad's, I would take Xanax. I was prescribed. Shit, this is fucking dark. I would overtake it sometimes. I could sleep through my misery. Oh, so that she could sleep through her misery. One night, I was woken up by something in my bed. I was half awake and grabbed someone's leg. It was a very skinny leg.
Top.
No, my legs.
Are you in there?
I got nice legs.
That's funny, dude.
Chat.
The Xannies, though, that's a crazy thing. Is that like, yeah, I took them, and you could sleep so long. Like the craziest thing about Xanax is kind of was that they could say, "Hey, we're gonna have to chop your leg off," and you'd be like, "Yeah, do what you got to do."
It's
bro.
cool, baby.
But like that, they would make you sleep. Think about the connection between sleep and just like so-called anxiety or like mind racing, because like the Xannies just completely shut your brain down, not your body, right? Like you think like, oh, I'm gonna sleep so good because I'm so tired physically, I'm gonna sleep so hard.
Mhm.
Well, it's like your brain going. When you shut that off, then you can just sleep, dude. Like,
Yeah.
way more than you ever could.
I never. Those are opioids, right? Xanax
I don't
is
think
an
they were
opioid?
classified as opioids. They were some benzo something.
Diazepine?
I don't know, but they were definitely different than like Vicodins and Oxycontins and Norcos and
What's the one with the P? Percocets. So
different from that.
there's been times where like I've been prescribed them. Whatever is going on with like my genetic makeup is like I could never do them. Like I did plenty of drugs when I was a kid. I used to do like ecstasy and all that crap, but like any kind of opioid just never sat well with me. I would get super nauseous, and I never wanted anything to do with it. I'm just glad that I never went down that path.
That's how it started for me. And then I was kind of like, I ain't going out like that. I'm not gonna let these pills make me nauseous. That's
crazy.
I remember
No,
getting
bitch.
sick,
That's
and I was like,
crazy.
yeah, no,
I
man,
know,
I can
bitch.
handle it. I had to like work my way up.
That's
And
crazy.
then when I realized you could do them at work, that was the end, because you could do them.
You could do anything at work.
You could do them and chill and
Yeah.
just like relax. But if you did them like in the morning with coffee and energy drinks and stuff, you'd get hype. And just
You
would
can't
just
do
go.
ecstasy at work. I've done ecstasy at work, and that was a bad
Cannot.
time. They actually sent me home. They're like, something's wrong with you. You got to go. I said, thanks.
Yeah.
And I went home. All right. So I was half asleep or half awake, and I grabbed somebody's leg. I guess I was right when I said half asleep. It was a very skinny leg. It was a TopLobsta leg. I was half asleep, and I allowed myself to think Amanda. That's weird. The name of an old friend I had sleepovers with who was very skinny. Okay. We'd share a bed when we slept over each other's house, head to toe. Then I fully wake up, and I thought, no, that can't be Amanda. What is? Then the scariest looking thing immediately got on top of me. Damn, so she woke up, and she was like, oh, no, that's not Amanda. And then this thing got on top of her. So
Whoa.
she's half asleep. She's grabbing this leg. She's like, skinny Amanda.
Maybe just remembering you're kind of half asleep.
Yeah.
You're like, oh yeah, Amanda, we were little
Skinny
kids. And then,
Amanda. And then she's like, wait a second, that ain't
This is
Amanda.
not Amanda.
And it's like, bro, bitch.
This
What-
is Mason.
What was this
This is
thing?
Mason. Mason's got
That's a
some
skinny leg,
unbelievably
dude.
tiny biceps. It's insane. Okay, so
Yeah, she was flexing on us, like literally. And
Yeah.
I was
That's
like,
so
"You gotta
embarrassing
stop."
and weird. Why
she
did
was trying
do
to
that?
squeeze this, and
Oh.
it would get like,
Oh.
and then she'd be like, I hurt my arm. I'm like, what are you made
Oh.
of? Pasta? Okay, so this bitch is al dente. I
Yeah,
don't
what
know.
was this thing, man?
Okay.
What happened?
So the scariest looking thing immediately got on top of me. It was so fast and muscular, definitely not Mason. It wrapped its long fingers around my neck,
Oh.
and I couldn't speak or scream, barely could breathe. I remember being grateful my room was dark because I may die of fright if I saw this thing completely. So she's got her faculties about her, even to the extent where she's like happy it's dark. That's
Was
scary.
this in the spiritual realm?
well,
Where was this? Is
we
it
don't know.
physical?
I mean, it's
What happened?
You mean
consciousness
hyperspatial?
is localized to the mine,
What was the job title?
but it's a spirit defined job,
Fine title.
occupation.
We got to stop. It's just too much. You realize how, you know what's crazy?
I know.
In this very room, I looked and I said, I was sitting where you were sitting, and I go, you think we could make him our David Wilcock? And I go, he's too sensible of a man for that. Never mind.
And then he just marches straight
And then
into
he
it.
just did it.
In the arms of the angels. The art
Wild.
of personality said apparently everybody steals Xanaxes. I don't think that's true. You're a Xanax thief?
I may or may not have rifled through a couple of medicine cabinets in my time.
Damn, imagine that, invite him over to your house and all of a sudden he's going through your shit. You're like, I can hear you.
That's why we haven't invited them over yet.
That's
I'm
exactly why.
We're making sure.
I knew there was a reason. I knew it.
How's that chainsaw?
Cabinets full of
Bro, I crushed with it today.
You
dude.
did?
Yeah, I crushed
Yeah.
with it.
Did you put the oil in it? You got to put the oil in it.
Yeah, that was step one, dude. You got
Okay,
the little
just making
thing.
sure, yeah.
It doesn't have like a reservoir that you pour it into. You actually got to put it on the chain itself.
Oh.
So it's a different deal, but it's
Cheap
perfect
Chinese
for
shit.
Mexican
Just spit on
sunflower, dude. Perfect.
Well, shout out to the listener who bought that for you. Thank you guys.
Very
Wherever you
nice.
are. Atma, I think.
Somebody said,
girl.
I feel like we've heard this exact story on Chronicles. No, I know we haven't. This is a new email, but they're all so similar. Demons operate in a similar way. It's just fucking.
This one's good. I never heard this one. Not the other ones were bad. I'm just saying, like, this one's good. Dude.
You didn't like the other ones?
I'm like, yo, what happened next?
So it wrapped its long fingers around my neck.
I'm a little concerned because I don't know the layout of her house.
That's true. If we can get some
Don't
details
need
on
it.
your
Don't
home.
need it. We already got it, dude.
Where is
this is very visual right now, and the thing like has long.
You know what's
it's like-
cool? Holly
Someone
is
was making fun of my fingers. Like they're kind of long, but like
Holly's part of the Patreon now.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
and she goes by HGTV Holly.
that's
Which
funny.
is very funny. Okay, so it was so fast and muscular. Okay, it's wrapping its long fingers around my neck, and I couldn't speak or scream, barely could breathe. I remember being grateful it was dark, so I couldn't see this thing. It was lean, muscular,
Lean.
black and gray coloring. That's interesting. Piercing eyes staring at me. Okay. The teeth were giant and sharp like a male lion.
Okay, I kind of had that visual even
Interesting.
before this whole thing popped off, like Venom a little bit, like the character Venom.
This is interesting. Some teeth were long like needles.
It's like
And
Venom.
the inside of its mouth was more similar to a shark than a lion. I guess like the rows of teeth maybe is what she's saying. Do sharks have rows of teeth?
I think they do.
I think they do.
Doo-doo. Don't
You
say
made
doo-doo,
Nancy
Nancy.
laugh.
Don't feed into him. All right. The inside of its mouth is more similar to a shark. I was powerless, had zero exit strategy.
What color were its eyes? Did it say?
It just said piercing, which is not a color.
You sound like me now. You need more details of the story.
Give me more details so I can make my
They were
spirit happy.
piercing though. I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, yeah, what color were they piercing?
The thing was taking deep breaths. It came closer to my head and heart whenever it was about to deeply inhale. Ooh. So it's like,
Wait, so it's on top of her,
yeah,
but like when it's about to inhale, it gets closer.
it gets closer to her. Yeah, that's scary.
That's wild.
That's
bro.
scary. I don't like that. That's gonna make Matt's spirit heavy.
I think I've seen one of these before, to be totally honest. Not
You've
like a
seen
wake.
one? You don't even tell me anything. Oh,
He be having stories for sure.
I
He
know,
won't
but
tell
he doesn't
us.
tell us. And then he's like, he looks at me. He's like, I don't know anything about you.
I do say that. No, it's just not relevant. It's just like, oh, Matt doesn't get it.
We do a show called Chronicles.
Yeah, dude. Have you seen something like
It's
this?
hyper relevant.
Yeah, not in like real life, not like awake. No.
Sleeping. Well, what?
I don't want to go any further. Like, I just want to hear the rest of the story. But like I said, when she started to describe it, I was like, yeah, it's got the fangs, the breathing, the heavy breathing. I don't know if she's going to allude to this or not, but maybe even a little bit of like,
Pre-cum.
liquid coming out of the mouth, like a drooling. Okay. Carry on.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Dave.
How God, his name, came in my head immediately. Sentence structure is a little bit. Oh, okay. How God's name came into my head immediately, I will never understand. I didn't ask God for anything much in the past. I was mad at God.
Something like this.
No, that's like a shark-headed. Are you asking
Wait,
ChatGPT?
you
to
just did. Yeah,
generate
that's
that?
perfect.
Yeah,
But
right.
no, that's not.
I don't like how good ChatGPT is at making demons. It's like, yeah, I got you.
It's like, yeah, is it this one?
But that's a perfect, based on the description she gave. Did you just type that description into AI?
Yeah, that's what I was
I think
asking
the
you.
mouth is more like less anatomically shark-like and more just like the details probably about the rows of teeth.
I agree, a smaller mouth, but the
Yeah,
long
the
arms.
head and
that's
the
like a
face is the
skinny
same
street shark.
size as a normal person's head and face.
Yeah, that's a skinny
And it's not
street
that
shark.
tall. It's more like
You remember Street Sharks?
Street Sharks is a good show.
Hell yeah, dude. Even better action figure. Good God, those are the coolest action figures ever.
They smelled the smell of them. Could remember the smell of the plastic of it.
I didn't ask God for much of anything in the past. I was mad at God. I like Jesus, but mad that I couldn't believe he died and came back to life.
okay, so
like
the last
Jesus.
thing about the description was just that it was on top of her and got closer, inhaling, and further away, exhaling. Now she's going on to her relationship with God.
Yes.
How do you like Jesus, but
you're mad that
you're mad at God?
I couldn't believe he died and came back to life.
Is that what she said?
That's what she said. I think
These
she's having
people.
some.
Yeah. Well, let's keep going.
Well, you don't. If you're not a Bible reader, you don't necessarily equate Jesus with God or God
No.
with
I
Jesus.
just it's mad that I couldn't believe he died and came back to life is a little bit of a confusing. I don't understand how to take that. All right, so back to God appearing in my head. I felt this push to say God out loud in front of this thing. My entire being said obey, so I began trying to speak. I struggled under the weight of this thing. It felt a small airway open. Okay. Took a few times like a kid learning new words. I mustered out go, then go, then God again, and then God help. Started to cough because the pressure was still under my throat. I remember how much I love Jesus and how I did not know for sure if he was the Son of God. I always wanted it to be true. This situation may have no choice but to try Jesus, ? Jesus, again, with the question mark. Help Jesus, help God, help Jesus. The monster demon looked up at something, slowly lowered his teeth, and looked confused and kind of surprised. He was on me, straddled, and he immediately, almost like a ballerina, lifted his... The fuck was that? That was scary.
What's going on?
Why you do a scary noise? Almost like this guy surfing Twitter.
He's not even paying attention to the show.
He's not paying attention to the
Just
show.
reading the chat, going on the internet.
Almost like a ballerina, lifted its leg off me and turned towards the corner of my room. He jumped in what looked like a small black portal.
What?
Oh, this thing is thanging
No, it
now.
doesn't look
Maybe.
like that.
Maybe it do. Maybe it do look like that. I got you. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna eat your legs.
Come eat your legs.
I'm
Get
gonna
over
eat
here,
your
girl.
legs. Come here. I'm gonna
Come
eat
here,
your
Amanda.
legs. Amanda, you skinny bitch. Jumped into what looked like a small black portal, then was gone. It dissipated slowly and mist left
It
over.
disappeared in a portal?
Yeah, that's what she said, dude.
What the heck?
That's what she said, dude. Take it up with her. A small black portal. Then it was gone. It dissipated slowly and left mist behind. Mist was gone faster than it appeared.
Mhm.
I did a backwards flip off my bed, turned the lights on, and nothing was there. I felt weird for feeling no fear, even feeling cheeky towards the demon who was no longer there. I talk shit. I said, me? There's way worse than me. I
Yeah.
do Xanax.
That's right.
My fear completely vanished. The bravery and feeling I felt as soon as it left, like someone caused those emotions in me. Yeah, that's interesting. That something is causing. It's not just like people are like, yeah, you were scared of a demon. Like, no. Something is doing that. Like it's putting this fear in you. It's almost external and being put upon you. So the bravery and feeling I felt as soon as it left felt like somebody had caused those emotions in me. Okay, she's saying the bravery. My bad. Thought about going to sleep in the same bed. I know that's weird. I slept on the couch just in case. I understand this world is weird. I know for sure now. I must always love the true living God, Yahweh, and his son, Yeshua, Jesus Christ, Christ of Nazareth. After that, my negative resentment thought patterns were changing. I had a nagging to get off the antidepressant medications and the Xanax. That's good. That's awesome.
Like that.
While listening one time, I almost got in a trance. I poured them out into the garbage. Withdrawal sucks, but I knew I couldn't go back.
Yeah.
I just started the book of Daniel, third time reading the Bible. I read it in chronological order because that's what suits me. My son is going to a regular school now and is talking, and he's in the 90 percentile in math and reading. Nice. That's awesome. Hell yeah. I also have an 8.5-year-old daughter who I love dearly. We are no longer in contact with him. He's 44. Okay, I guess she means the husband. Yeah. He's 44 and unemployed again. Says God working through him to punish women with wandering eyes. Jeez. He cheated on me and cheated on 2 other girls he dated while I was still pregnant with our child. Her name is, I'm going to not say her name, but she is the most lovely baby. That's awesome. I have forgiven myself and Todd. It's hard to forgive him sometimes. Thankfully, I love Jesus more than I hate anyone.
Amen, girl.
That's a banger. Glory be to God. I am healthy, got my body back. My kids deserve me at my most happy and most healthy. I've had 2 interviews this week for jobs. When you got David to describe that demon, I'm like, okay, this is my first time hearing of these guys. And we just probably never heard Chronicles before, where we tend to make fun of people that send stuff.
Sorry.
I have to find out what they were about. Saw you on Luke's show. I don't watch Luke's show much anymore. I watch your and other random stuff. I love that you guys love your wives and children. I love that too. I really am proud of you for your love for truth, the one true living God and his son, Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Thank you. Love you guys. God bless. May the Lord bless and protect you guys. Nancy and Matt included. That's nice. Somebody included you.
I like that he put Nancy with Matt.
Yeah, Nancy and Matt. Yeah, like that's because they're the helpers of the show.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they're like the helpers.
They do some stuff sometimes.
They're on payroll. Love them too. Keep having fun.
They wish they were on payroll.
Oh, well, we paid you, and then you were like, "This isn't enough."
And then he complained. It's crazy.
I live in Indiana. Oh my God, I live in Indiana and have had underground stuff dreams as a child and young adult. I said they are just dreams. Don't be gay. Okay. Those dreams are spooky. If you want me to submit those scary gay dreams of underneath Indiana, please hit me up. God bless.
He only wants scary gay dreams if they're under Indiana Jones.
Oh, wait. There it is. That was good, Matt. That was good. Yeah, dude, send that. That's interesting. That's fascinating.
We want to hear that.
This is a great story.
Yeah, the great, especially when she said that like her love for God will make her be forgiving to others. That was powerful.
That's
man.
huge. Yeah.
So when
I
did
saw
you
kind of like motion.
Oh
when
yeah,
that happened.
he got
nasty
like, immediately.
He looked
all
at the
I
camera,
did was
like,
look up. Yeah, all I did was
that?
look up, and then his whole thing.
Shut
was
up, Zach.
That was because Matt, every time this comes up, forgiveness.
Forgiveness.
You're so touchy over that.
He looks at me. I don't do forgiveness.
I just looked out of the corner of my eye, dude. It wasn't even like a hardcore look.
Well,
and I
you
even
can't just
waited.
say-
I waited. I didn't even do it immediate. I waited like 10 seconds, and then I was like,
You can't just say I don't do forgiveness. That's crazy.
yeah, he does though. He thinks it's okay, and everybody's just trying to explain to him, no, it's not. But you're
No,
gonna
I
grow.
think-
You're
I
gonna
think
grow.
I whipped your ass in the straight Bible.
You did, man. You
That's
did
not
great.
nice. You guys were whipping each other's asses.
Yeah, we read this story about Mercy, and he was just like, "What are you watching now?"
I don't care what you're saying. Go on.
And he's like, "Yeah, no, it doesn't mean you got to be merciful. That's not what it's saying."
It doesn't mean that.
Okay, so
You wanna read
what
it
else do
again?
we take away from that story? I mean, that's
I want to hear about you. You're seeing a similar entity in your dreams. When? Why? How?
Why?
What happened?
no. I'm just saying. I think I understand what she's describing. I think I've seen something like that before.
Yeah. Okay. So
It's just a thing, dude.
we'll wait.
I've had a lot of dreams these last 2 days, and they're like completely meaningless, but they're like all night.
No. They might. Then they're not meaningless, bro. Did you get up and write them down in a journal? It's not a diary, bro. Don't do that face. I didn't say a
It's a
diary. I said a
diary.
journal.
My son got a journal, because my wife was like, oh, maybe you
Who?
might like it. No. And I tried to make some argument because I'm like, journaling's gay, and she's just like, well, what?
Well,
There's
scrapbooking is gay.
scrapbooking is gay. Journaling, you know what I think it is when you journal.
Is
think
he
you're
a journalist?
You learn a lot as you write.
No, I don't think so. I think you give more power to meaningless thoughts and moments than those meaningless thoughts and moments deserve.
Ooh.
Especially as a child. Like, let's say you have like resentment or something stupid happen. When you write it down, it makes it
Forgiveness.
exponentially
No, I'm not
larger.
saying that. I'm just
That's
saying
what
if
I'm
a
saying.
dream that you're trying to unpack and you don't understand, it helps a lot to write it down. You go, oh.
You know who writes shit down?
Who?
Witches.
Witches write things down. Yeah,
you know
they
who
do.
writes stuff down? People who wrote the Bible.
You know who didn't write stuff
Like
down?
I would say, when pen hits the paper,
Jesus Christ.
God is paying
Jesus
attention.
didn't write a damn thing.
He didn't write nothing.
You guys are nasty.
He's like,
right
you could
now.
write it for me, Playboy.
It's one thing when you got one Mr. Nasty, but then when number 2 like tunes in on it, then it's like
I did so I had 2 days worth of dreams, and they were like AI dreams.
I haven't heard these dreams.
No,
Yeah,
no,
say it.
there's
Good
nothing to them. Like there's
what do you mean
stuff.
they're AI dreams?
A lot of it was just like stuff I was thinking about during the day, and
Sure.
then like kind of played out.
Oh, dog, this came to me in a dream. All this mess that I made.
God was like, you gotta fix that wire shit. It's
He's
a
like,
mess in there,
"Oh,
bitch.
I know there's a lot of stuff going on right now,
Yeah,
TopLobsta,
no,
but
there's like a dream connection for me with
You
all this
should-
too. I walked in yesterday, it was like a nightmare.
you should have removed that panel from the
Death
table.
Not Exer
Top.
says journaling is gay. Make a captain's log. Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Captain's
that's a good
log.
That
idea.
shit
Let's
is
go.
straight.
Captain's log.
Straight
Dream
captain's log.
2.
All right, you want to read the next one, Matt? I'll even give you my
You give him the laptop?
I'll give him the laptop. This
I like
one is
that.
fuck.
No.
This one's 13 pages.
Yeah, let him read it.
Can you guys stop sending 13
Mama
pages?
Lou, what were we doing in the school gym?
Don't talk to them.
What are they saying? Oh, we had a dream.
Mama Lou.
Matt had a dream. Matt, you were in my dream last night. But I can't remember what it was about. It was a
Useless.
bunch of us in a school gym or something. Oh, that's not good.
I don't
My
like the
mom's-
school dreams.
My mom's been having dreams about the school gym. Or my mom has
What's
dream-
bad about it?
Because that's where they keep you during martial law.
Or no, well, not just that, but that's where they keep you. She had a dream that there was like a ship outside.
Oh, damn it.
This was a
what
little,
type of shit? Like a boat?
A UFO.
yeah, dog.
A mothership.
Do you know the
Shit.
spot between, like, if you go right outside my door, like and go straight, there's like an empty field, and then my parents' house is right there,
Yeah.
right next to that spot. She said that she saw a ship.
Oh, shit.
Don't know what happened. There was a lot of people in my yard, and then people were going on it, and then they were keeping her in like everyone was just standing around in a gym, like in a
Your mom was
school
abducted.
gym.
I'm not worried about that for that dream.
I'm not worried about it.
I'm not worried about it at all. I'm worried about my mom's. Like, she got abducted, probably.
Damn, you been probed?
Leave me out of it.
You've been probed.
I ain't doing that.
Shit. All right, fine. You're
I'm
gonna
not
read
gonna be
this.
bothered.
This is crazy. Hold on, let me just skim through this. Is this really? I see dead people.
Are you going to email it to me or text me or
No, I'm gonna give you my laptop. You can have my laptop.
Oh, boy.
FaceTime it to me?
That's risky.
Hey, you know what I don't understand? You were
What?
like, I need a good laptop, and I was like, get this laptop, and then you got the laptop. You
Never
never
brings
once
it.
brought it.
He got
Uh,
it.
You're like, I don't like using it. I'm like, it would be good for the show.
Matt bought $1,000 laptop to open up PDFs and text files. That's it.
Okay, honestly, like the
PDF
GK
files.
Morgan files that I got back was worth $1,000,
Okay,
but
but-
I did have intentions to like bring it to the show. I thought it was gonna be relevant, so I could like pull up the Letter Bible.
Yeah, and you
stuff.
just never did.
No, but then Top's like, hey, any show you do, I'm coming on with you. Okay. He's like, I'm a big part of the show. I'm like, yeah, no,
but
I'm
look
not
at
saying
this.
You're not.
He's got
like,
look. I got one, and he's got one. He's on every show that I'm. So
Hold on
what's
a
the
second.
problem?
Chat, do you see what I have in front of me right now? Chat, is this real? Look, I mean, I don't know if you could see this. I look like a DJ over here.
He's got so many buttons.
I have so many buttons. I don't even know what at least 3 of them do.
I have 6 buttons on this little baby button.
He's got
thing.
yeah. I gave David a baby button.
There you
Like,
go.
show him your buttons.
I'll show them. Yeah.
Show David's buttons.
These
So
are
he
my
feels.
buttons. Hold on,
Okay,
wait,
so
wait,
David
make it
feels
away.
happy. I'll
Look
use,
at my buttons. They're
And
so little.
I got these buttons.
And he's got all the big buttons. 20, was that 37 buttons?
I don't know.
You don't even know what they do. I got this one.
And
all
look
right.
at Matt.
So we're gonna do with
Matt
nothing.
Matt with the Bible.
no, I mean, you guys were like, hey, we thought this was going to be good. We really appreciate the space to do the podcast and everything.
Oh
but
my
as far as
God.
like you being part of the
Somebody
team,
said that.
we got to tone that down. You could do the straight Bible. So I said, okay, it's cool.
You
It's
spend
cool.
$1,000
I like how he-
on a laptop.
I like how
I don't
he
need the
brings-
laptop.
Okay, watch your thing. This is
He
what you're
brings-
gonna do.
he
You're gonna
brings
read
the
this, right?
Bible. I don't know. Are we going to use the Bible today? We're going to read.
I don't
Listen
know.
to me,
I just
listen to me.
had it. It was like, oh, we're doing a
Stop
show. I'll
asking
bring
me
my
questions.
Bible.
No, we should read.
Look, this is how you scroll.
Wait, you should
2
read that
fingers.
parable. You should read the parables to the people so they can understand how correct I was.
That's it. That's all you're gonna do.
Top,
Okay?
there's not one human on the planet that heard your take on that. You should see the DMs I got.
We got to
after
get
that,
through
bro.
13 pages.
That means
of this
direct
story.
message, bro. Like on the Instagram, I got a ton of DMs
the
that was like, yo, Top's really struggling with this. Good for you. Keep at it. Like so much encouragement to be like, one day he'll
On the
be
Patreon,
forgiving.
people were like, "Top gets it." Matt's wrong.
That's pretty much.
There's no way that got
Yeah.
said.
Yeah.
There's no way.
So come
Go
on,
through the
look, can you
comments.
read this? Are you okay? You're gonna use 2 fingers to scroll. Okay.
Oh, this is fun.
This is crazy.
This is irresponsible to let
I
him
know.
do.
I know.
See dead
I don't even
people.
want this next to my laptop.
Give me that.
No, please.
Wait, wasn't that like a movie?
Yeah, he's trying to get
Yeah,
us with
that's
a
The Sixth
catchy
Sense.
headline.
My dad Had a mountain bike with a baby seat on the back.
No,
Those
no,
used
you
to
gotta
crush.
read
dude.
it. You got to read it good.
Why you
I'm
gotta read
reading
it
it. I'm
like
just
that?
okay. You got to understand when I read, I visualize. So I'm like, I remember when I was a kid, my dad had a thing on the back of the bike too. And then my mom one time was like, stop leaning to the right. Because if you lean to the right, the bike's going to go to the right.
Rev,
and I was
stop
like,
making up stuff. Look at Rev.
and I
making
was
up
like
stuff.
4. And I was like, yo, could I lean all the way to the ice cream shop? Like I thought that when I was 4. I was like, I can control the bike. I was like, dude.
Can I lean all the way to the ice cream shop?
My dad had a mountain bike with a baby seat on the back. When I was somewhere between 2 and 3 years old, he took me for a ride down the main street of our town.
Nice.
The road was lined with tall oak trees. See, this is more visual. I like this. The road was lined with tall oak trees that reached across from each side of the street. I was looking up into the sky and I could see the branches bending from either side. What's wrong with you?
Read this
Why
way?
can't I just read, dude?
Because
You're
when
like,
you
yeah.
read the Bible, you read it in a way where I'm like, hell yeah. When you read these stories, you read it in a way where I'm like, please stop reading this shit
What's
like that.
wrong? Okay.
No,
okay.
when I read his book,
Yeah.
it reads exactly like
Oh
this.
my God. I was flipping through it yesterday and I was like, I could hear Matt in my
Then I
head as
prayed
I'm
to
looking at
God,
this. And I was like,
said,
God, dude, really?
God, please help me.
Okay, no more references to that. You could see the branches bending from either side,
For
almost
sale on
touching.
TopLobsta.com.
One particular tree on our left caught my attention. Hanging from the branches, I saw 3 or 4 adult bodies.
What the fuck?
Yeah, hung by ropes from their necks.
Whoa.
It was probably Halloween. I was so young. Wait, did you guys ever hear that story from George? He's from Long Island. He's a detective in Long Island, and he came to there was a murder, and he was coming to like look for the body, and it was Halloween, and he like walked in. He said, "All right, where's the body?" And they pointed back at the tree, and the dude was hung in the tree. He just thought it was like a Halloween decoration.
Oh, damn.
That's
Your-
crazy.
George never told you that? Remember George?
I don't know
of the
who
Stogies?
George is.
I know George. George
Yeah.
is dope.
Hanging from the branches, I saw 3 or 4 adult bodies hung by ropes from their necks.
Oh, sick. There we go. Oh, good. We just dox him.
Yeah, what is it? I can't read it. What does it say?
Oh, it says, I'm on Team Top with regard to mercy. Similar to how people have been encouraged to be harmless, incapable, rather than truly meek by choice, one must have the ability and means of enacting vengeance / consequences before they may be merciful. Mercy is a gift of forgiveness and should be
Amen.
freely given 70 times
It
7.
should be freely given.
But for the unrepentant, it is not a mercy.
Amen.
Whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth.
With Top, the Lord's gonna use Top to chasten people.
Apparently.
I don't know. Well, that's an interesting point. What about the unrepentant?
No, we extend mercy to everyone. The problem is we went to the very next passage. It was like love your enemies, and then it was be like your Father in heaven because
Wasn't the next passage? You
because he
cherry
sends-
picked it.
he sends the no. I had it all prepared ahead of time.
Yeah, I know you did.
Because your Father in heaven sends the rain on the just and the unjust alike. It doesn't say he sends the rain on those who have repented. It says, no, man, he takes care of everybody. Be like your Father in heaven.
But
So
to
as Tom
extend,
started arguing about it, and I was like, fine, whatever, bro. Like, can we
He's
just
like,
keep
fine.
the
He
thing
doesn't know
rolling?
the next scripture that I had pulled up though.
No,
Watch
I did
this.
not think that.
He
I
set
was
a
like,
trap
I was
for
like,
you?
that's no. He
Oh
started
my
arguing, and
God,
I'm
he
like,
set
bro,
a
you
trap.
win. I have no problem. You win. You win the
set a
argument.
trap,
he
and then
said that.
after
He's like,
that,
you
Just
win,
go
but
to
he
the
knows
next
what's
one,
next.
and it was very clear.
Then
and-
after that, he showed me some scripture about giving 10% to the 501c3. and I
Ah,
was like,
and
does
then
this mean the Levites?
and
He
then
says,
every
no,
time
no,
I
no.
looked at him, the rest of the show, he was going like this.
well, let me ask you guys something because I'm stupid. I don't know. Can you forgive somebody?
He said only 490 forgiveness.
Can you forgive somebody who's not asking for forgiveness? Like I know you could let a thing go.
Yeah.
Is it technically forgiveness though?
Yeah.
Like if somebody
You
does
have no more ill will towards them.
Yeah, I'm just like Moses. See, Joe
Which
Brown
some
gets
people
it.
are like, yeah, you forgive,
Look,
but you don't forget.
read that.
But all I'm saying is like,
Top
there is
show
a
and he's right
while-
on the screen is like Moses saying he was the meekest of all. That's right. I am the most
let's shout out Joe
merciful
Brown.
of all.
My guy. But so after a while with forgiveness, a lot of times there is a forgetting. Like you forgive to the point where you're just like a thing that was so bad and so hard you could never imagine the rest of your life you could even forget it. You forgive to a certain point to where ultimately you do kind of forget it.
Yeah. I don't hold
Top
grudges.
doesn't want that. Like he wants nasty to be his motivation. He wants like to get up in the morning and something's poking him and prodding him and saying, get out there and be nasty.
All right, stop arguing with Top and read the story, man.
Almost touching. One particular tree on our left caught my attention. Hanging from the branches, I saw 3 or 4 adult bodies hung by ropes from their necks. I was
Crazy.
so young, so maybe I forgot some details, or maybe I just didn't pay attention. but I don't recall a specific skin color.
Oh, why would he say that?
I don't know. Sounds like maybe one of your guys' friends.
Black.
No, there's no context for that. I do feel like
This is gonna be our intro music, Matt. I mean, if you're gonna keep doing this to me, we'll just do.
I love that.
Why are
We
you
have
doing
one
that
for
to
that now? I love that. I do feel like I remember seeing older style clothing. Ooh, I like where this is going, like brown burlap pants. This is the earliest memory I have, so it's quite blurry.
All right, we don't say
We don't
those
say
words
that
on
word
here.
on this show.
Fuzzy, let's say.
Have you seen that
Well, are you
they've
getting
unfriended me? This is a big deal.
What?
They wouldn't unfriend you.
Wait, so first
Fuzzy
they-
Creatures unfriended you?
This is crazy.
Wait, did Fuzzy Creatures unfriend
Are
you?
you telling me
when
that
you do that, man?
first
What the
they
heck?
deleted all 40 requests for us to go on their show,
At least 40.
Almost like they don't want you to exist.
and then they deleted you after following you during the Timothy Alberino thing as if they scouted you? That's weird, dude.
No, they wouldn't do that, dude.
Dude, they deleted.
Oh,
me?
you know what's funny? They don't
Okay.
hear the soundboard, so we were just singing a song that.
Oh, they don't
fucking-
hear. You guys can't hear the soundboard.
Well, they couldn't hear the. They definitely couldn't hear the music that we were jamming out to. We
Oh,
just look like
no.
assholes.
Yeah, we are like. I mean, we're really jamming out here. A lot of fun. All right, we'll switch this. Maybe you guys can hear this. They did. They deleted me, man. It's
You know
very
what?
sad.
Let's call him on the live.
What do you mean?
Alberino.
We. Yeah, we have. Let's go. Call.
Call him. Call him right now. I want to ask him why he's doing the stuff that Epstein's doing.
Why are you doing these things?
And I don't mean fucking kids and eating them. Let's not get carried away. I know that's where everybody's mind went.
That's not what we were saying
Wait,
at all.
do you want to clarify the connection you're making with Alberino and Epstein? That's probably not a bad idea.
He's too stupid. He's too stupid to realize he's doing the same thing. He's an overly confident midwit. He has
What
no
is
idea.
the same thing, though?
The
You're-
same thing is Epstein is reaching out to Lawrence Krauss to formulate an argument to separate ghosts, aliens, and out-of-body experiences in the same way that Epstein is separating ghosts, demonic encounters, and near-death experiences
Wait.
or
The
out-of-body
same way
experiences.
Alberino is doing that.
The same way, because Alberino is looking at like the spirit realm and being like, I don't know if that's a thing. And then he's arguing about what is an out-of-body experience, what is an
Okay, so
astral
that's
realm.
the only connection you're making between him and the Epstein.
No.
You're not saying like he went to the island or he's like eating babies or
I'm not,
whatever.
I'm
like,
not removing the idea that he has an insatiable taste for baby blood.
No,
I'm
we're
not
not
saying that
saying
that's
that at all.
not the
That's-
case
That's crazy.
Call him.
within my realm of things that
What
I
did
know.
Nancy say?
Nancy, what are you saying?
Call him.
Call him.
Nancy, I never thought I would say this, but quiet down.
Keep it quiet, Nance. You can interrupt more. It's fine.
No. Yeah.
But you know, I'm not saying that he's. I think what he's doing is he's an unwitting participant in a narrative that stems from this motherfucker, Epstein, and
like,
his
like
cohorts.
maybe he unknowingly got lured into
Because
this
he's not
thing.
that fucking smart. He's
That's not
he's
really
an
nice thing to say, man. It
unwitting.
seems like a lot of stuff he is really smart about.
He's an unaware midwit. He's an unpaid asset. He's running narratives that he doesn't realize where the narratives come from.
You don't think he came to all these conclusions himself through his studies?
Probably through the research of the people that are
I think through
associated
your
with this thing.
studies, you come to different conclusions,
Right.
And I think those
No, I
studies is
mean,
like,
like-
what are your studies?
more logical conclusions. If you're studying what he's been studying, I don't think he's. Yeah, I don't know. Listen, there's again. I'm left to review these things and think these over in my mind.
Yeah, my mind.
So here's one. I guess we're always talking about. So we'll talk.
This
about
is
Jake
funny.
Barber, who I know, he just
I hate all
described
these videos. Dude.
how
I hate watching these.
the being in the craft that he was transporting. It was on a lead line.
I don't
under his
like these either.
helicopter, some kind of a saucer. Apparently, there was a being inside of the saucer that was communicating something to him, some sort of a
Look at me
uh,
grilling him, dude. I'm just
empathic
killer.
communication that overwhelmed him with these feelings, which he describes as the divine feminine, whatever.
Feminine women
I don't
love
know what that
Eminem.
is. There's nothing there. I have nothing to evaluate there.
There's nothing there.
There's nothing
wrong
there.
with
You have
that?
nothing to evaluate there. I don't know. We're just making fun of him and his stupid fucking stupid face.
No, I'm not. Like I don't know. This is why I'm like I'd like to get away from him as much as possible.
I asked the Lord. I said, Lord, if we're not supposed to do it, shut the door. Because if not, I'm fucking running.
about?
I'm laughing because last night you said that. I had you on speakerphone.
He thinks it's a game. He
Because
thinks
I
it's
never
funny.
talk with the phone to my ear because I hate it. I just don't like that feeling. So I talk on speakerphone. So Jess overheard you saying, like, I'm effing done with this guy. I don't want to bring it up anymore. I don't want to talk to him. I'm done with this guy. He's a clown.
He brings up a fucking clip.
and then I was like, sweetheart. I was like, it's 8 o'clock right now. I guarantee tomorrow morning he's gonna be. I'm back on El Burrito.
Was he
I'm
at your
back
house
on it."
last night?
No.
Yeah.
How did you?
Yes.
What were you doing?
No.
You were talking to me, and I can hear
We
his
were
voice.
over there making gondolas, bro, and Pernille.
It's called
I
a
can't-
conference
Can you read
call,
this
you
guy's
retard.
story, please? It didn't even sound like he was on the same line.
So what I'm saying is that the defense of like
You
not
just can't quit him, baby.
It's crazy. The hand waving away of the divine feminine, because it's coming up again, and it'll be broadcast on Sunday, Saturday, whenever the Super Bowl is for sure. Like this is what it's
we're
be
gonna
about.
get divine feminine symbolism
But
during
it's
the
like
Super Bowl.
this part of the interview sticks out to me again, like because the whole entire thing was shitty. And then you get to a certain point where David goes, "Hey man, let's be a little bit more amicable towards this guy, and let's bring up a topic that everybody could agree on." And we're like, "Let's talk about these kind of demons. Nobody likes this." And he's like, "It's nothing. It's nothing. Whatever."
It is weird because he never really said. It wasn't like he identified it as an important angle. It was more like he just shoot it away like it doesn't exist. He's like, "Yeah, it's bullshit," kind of a deal. And I'm like,
he's saying, "Don't look at this." And we're not implicating him in any of these files or anything, but who we are implicating is Jake Barber, the company that he worked for to produce these documentaries, which were then suddenly stopped and never released. Like some of these documentaries were not completed and never released for no reason, no explanation. The explanation is that the money dried up, which it did. And now we have emails of correspondence between the CEO of Skywatcher, who was producing these films for Jake Barber, with Jake Barber in conjunction with him. He's talking with Epstein. They're talking about funding. They're talking about all this kind of shit. They never got out. It's like, it's just fucking weird,
bizarre.
man.
It's bizarre.
Yeah, dude.
It's
If the
weird.
guy from CNN, the broadcaster, like he's wrapped up in the alien thing now.
Who?
Jake Barber.
It's a different dude.
all right, man.
Wait, it's at that high level now where it's like even the
No, it's not a
dudes on the
CNN.
news?
That's not a CNN dude.
Yeah, it's
Jake
even
Barber
the-
is a guy that was responsible for retrieving. He was in the news, I guess you could say, but he retrieved a egg-shaped UAP
This is
from like a
getting
mountain
deep,
range.
man. It's getting deep.
Well, let's finish reading this thing, please, for the love of the Lord. Go, it's down here.
Okay, sorry.
That's all right.
All right.
You're just
Okay,
reading the
but
chat.
I don't want to miss all that though. No, I don't read the chat anymore.
You were reading the chat
No,
just now.
I've
I
struggled
said,
with it
let's
in the
get back to
past,
reading this
and I've
thing.
overcome it.
That's true.
Unless you pull them up.
Matt needs a barber soon. Growing out a little bit. Go ahead, Matt.
I got to cut my hair. I can't do the long hair anymore.
Okay. So just get the vibe though. It's people hanging in the trees, and they've got old timey vibes, like 1800s. I'm guessing,
Yeah.
like brown burlap pants. Okay.
Brown
Okay.
people
All right,
in the
that's
streets.
So when you shit them, nobody can tell.
What?
Good idea.
Yeah, wear your brown
Okay.
pants. What
Yeah,
are you doing?
that's-
Okay, all right, hold on there. All you got to do is just put 2 fingers on it and go like that.
Okay, relax,
Yeah, that's
relax.
it, man. If you use yours, you would know how to do it. If you,
Matt, this is a good one. This is a good one,
dude,
Matt.
all you
Matt,
got to do is just do
What?
this.
Timothy Aboriginal.
Aboriginal.
Cool, man.
I'm gonna make. Why haven't we made him black yet?
Why haven't we?
This
No,
is crazy.
no,
what is the matter
no,
with
we gotta
me?
draw
I
the
can't
line
believe
at
I
some
haven't made
point,
him
dude.
black.
No, because I don't even want to know what the caption would be. dude.
Timothy
I'm not-
Aboriginal. Thank you.
No,
Who said that?
no.
Who said Timothy Aboriginal? Shout out to who said that. I got because that's a banger.
Goes on watching.
Goes on watching. Oh, he's the man. Goes on
Yeah.
watching. Gets it. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So let's. I'm gonna make this one black.
Yes.
That's the best one to make black. Okay. Go on, please. Can you read the story while I make him black?
Mhm. I don't like it, but whatever. Okay, the house. The big warning sign. Don't worry, this isn't HGTV. The house we lived in at the time was a duplex, an upstairs apartment with a full attic. Ooh, we already know where this is going.
Oh no.
And a downstairs apartment with a full basement. This is gonna get ugly.
we about to describe this house, baby.
No. My parents and I lived upstairs, shared it with my dad's parents who lived downstairs.
Okay.
Okay, I hate that if I ask this question on this show.
They call him Timothy.
To Timothy, I said to Timothy, Aboriginal. Okay. I said remove his hat and give him an afro.
That's funny.
All
right.
This is the problem. Like I try to do this show and I'm all locked into the show.
You haven't been
and
locked
you guys
in
are
this
like
whole
in
time.
the chat, you're playing on your phone, you're doing all this other stuff. And I'm like just trying to do the show.
All right, go ahead. Good. Read
Okay,
it.
Oh
so
my
no,
God,
I know
that's
with you
so
guys, this
funny.
is gonna come off like racist. So I really don't like that. Because I know you guys are going to
It
make it
does
like a
look like
racist
Idris Elba.
thing.
He makes a handsome black guy, doesn't he?
I can't do this.
We finna explore some of these
Oh my
megalithic caves
God.
and
I
shit.
can't do this.
Okay, wait. Put a tiny fedora on top of his afro. Should I give him a whip? All right, anyway, please continue.
Okay. Okay, so this begs the question. The parents live upstairs, the grandparents live downstairs, right? I'm not. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. I'm out of here.
It's got a tiny fedora on his afro. Oh my
cool.
God, that's
Not
so
cool.
funny. I'm saving that. Oh, that's the best. Okay. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to laugh like that. I have.
You know what? He doesn't get it because this all happened before him.
He doesn't understand well, I can't really say the he'll get all offended if I say what
We created something called the N-word verse.
Yeah, where I just turned everybody's favorite content creators into black people.
And Grok was just doing like all this image stuff, and it was doing a really good job.
To Timothy. Aboriginal. How do you spell abo?
All right. We're gonna keep reading. I'm sorry about that. Matt's getting upset. You're getting him mad.
Okay, I'm sorry, Matt.
That
I didn't
doesn't
mean
happen.
to. I didn't
Just
mean to make you mad.
You know, hey, I'm really
No,
trying
I
to
know.
lock in.
I know. I'm sorry.
I've worked really hard to not keep watching the chat.
The
You guys are
Timothy
really
Aboriginal.
the Raven was really mad at me the last time the three of us were on a show. Like
how's
that.
it feel, huh?
He was really upset.
How's it feel?
He even Jess was like, yeah, he was like saying the nicest things to you and you were ignoring him. I was like,
Feels
sweetie,
good.
I get uncomfortable when he starts saying nice things. He never says nice things. I felt like something was up and I needed to not engage. So I just went to my safe place, which was the chat. That's what I do.
I agree.
Okay. And
He
then she's
was
like, yeah,
unreasonable.
it really hurt his
Who,
feelings.
me?
Then
I
you
was
said-
unreasonable.
Then you said it really hurt his feelings. I didn't mean to do that. I look up to the Raven a lot.
You look up to this guy?
Yeah, he's usually really nasty to me. And when he gets super nice, I always feel like something uncomfortable is happening.
Wait. The Timothy Aboriginal.
Stop.
That's very funny.
No, it's not.
Shout out to you guys. You guys are great. You guys got great ideas. Okay, keep reading.
Okay, so again, not to be racist, but I know you guys like, oh, well, you always ask people what country they're from. Like when you can tell they're from
Racist?
another country or they have dark skin, you say, hey, where are you from originally?
Do you know Tim Pool?
Stop. So then,
What
so
about-
this is very intriguing because
He's on Afro Wars.
Oh, it's Josie. Oh my God.
Josie the redheaded libertarian.
who is that chick?
That's Josie the redhead libertarian. She.
Yeah. You
Do
just-
Raven and his wife.
Oh, look at that.
Look at these
nice
black
picture.
people.
I look black.
All right. That's enough.
Okay.
No, it's not because I'm going to start going again in the story.
Okay,
and
this
then
time we're
boom,
gonna
you
lock
guys are going
in.
to sidebar.
No,
We're
we're
locked
locked in
in.
for real.
And
We're
I
locked
never do
in.
that. When I'm on a show, I'm locked in.
We're
I'm trying
locked
to be
in
as
so
respectful as possible and
Yes.
pay as close attention as possible.
Let's go, dude.
I'm known for that.
All right.
My parents and I lived upstairs.
Okay.
Yeah.
My grandparents lived downstairs. I know what you're doing.
Don't look at
dude.
the screen. Everything's fine.
no,
dude.
I'm
Okay,
reading.
so all I'm saying is that in a lot of cultures, that's very normal. So potentially, this is not just like white Americans.
I would hate that.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
No,
you know who? Yeah, my friend who was Italian, they do that. They live like grandparents downstairs, parents upstairs.
It makes sense, man.
I couldn't
You've
do it.
always got like something like the younger people always have a babysitter. The older people always have a younger person to help them lift something heavy. It's just how it works, dude.
I've done this, but horizontally. We don't do
That's
this.
better.
and
Yeah.
more nastily.
Sep-
But like,
separating by
if
some
everybody
grass.
goes their own way, that much more stuff has to be bought by the system too. If
That's right.
that much more stuff, another house has to be bought, another water heater has to be bought,
Mm.
another pool has to be bought, another washer and dryer. You know, like you just go down the list of all the stuff that has to be bought, right? Like that's why it did make sense and was always logical that families stuck together and lived on somewhat of a compound. Or like where I grew up in Cali, like on my street, there was like Filipinos that had multiple generations just in one
Yeah.
house. It wasn't a compound; it was a house and a
Chinese
neighborhood.
people do the same thing.
Chinese too.
Yo,
there
can
was
you-
Spanish cultures on our
China.
street that had multiple generations in one house.
In all
Family.
seriousness, can you tell me what's wrong with this guy's head?
Yeah, that's a little weird. I never really like when you are with him in person, you can't tell.
Yeah, but from the side,
It's
it's
not
crazy.
real, dude.
That's the dude.
Israel.
Israel. 1947 Israel. Okay.
All right. So the parents and I lived upstairs.
Yeah.
Shared it with my dad's parents who lived downstairs. My dad moved into this house as a child when he was about 10. It was originally built in the 1800s as a funeral parlor.
What?
That's a fucking shitty place to live, dude. You
and
can't
they
live
turned
there.
it into a duplex for a family.
What? dude, can you imagine what goes on in the basement of a funeral parlor?
The
Area. Oh, now we're getting a little more of the story.
Blabbing
You
bodies.
did get a feeling this dude was trashy. He's from the same place as the Raven, dude. The
Which
area
come
of South Jersey.
Okay.
Yep.
Just kidding. I don't think you're trashy, bro.
Oh,
Was pretty
Me? Thank
popular for hanging defectors after the Revolutionary War in the 1700s.
Strange
and
fruit.
again, during the Civil War in the 1800s, the area has seen plenty of trauma, like territorial spirits that just kind of, they were around in the 1700s affecting humans.
Yeah.
Same spirits are still around the 1800s affecting humans. This is a hot spot for hangings.
dude, you better hurry up. There's 13 pages.
This is crazy.
Huh,
How many
is this
pages
really
are
a
you
long
in?
one?
Yeah, it's 13 pages, Matthew. Stop with your meaty fingers, dude. Have a gentle touch. Look, you click over here to make it go away. Then you just scroll, dude.
Okay,
It's
relax.
nice time to scroll.
Relax.
That's it.
Plenty of trauma.
Yeah.
The mortician of the house lived on the second floor. The ground floor is where the viewings were, and the basement was used as a mortuary.
I don't even care. Like if you're a mortician, like I get it. Like you're used to it. I'm still not living there.
No, that's crazy.
I'm just gonna live on the second floor. It's not even the same floor.
Yeah,
It's-
how could you live there?
It's
That's insane.
convenient.
I mean, it's fine. You can tell like the jokes when people go, "Hey, how's business?" You go, "Dead." You
Oh
know, like,
shit,
that's great.
Chuck
but,
from
like,
Guam is from Camden County. That's dope.
New Jersey.
Yeah,
Why
I
do
didn't
you
know
guys
it was
like each
Camden
other?
County.
Why? Why?
What, dude? What?
Why? Who does that?
Who does what? We have
Who's
a lot
what?
of audio listeners
I'm
that are
not saying
confused.
that you guys are little kids that just got turned into grown-ups
That's good.
overnight, like the movie Big. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
if that happened, this is exactly what it would look like.
Yeah, but
Blat you.
for me, it turns me into an Indian, which is not cool.
Oh yeah, well Somalian,
Somalian. Well, not too far off.
not too far off. Just a couple
Hey,
of
nice
shades
shirt,
darker.
dude.
Oh, nice. Did you know that was a racist,
nice, brah.
racist event?
That shirt got us into the door. I gave him one T-shirt. He was like, "I'm gonna get these guys working here."
Yeah, he was like, I like their racist
No, I was
event.
actually on a show the other day, like telling our story,
You
like
ain't on a
how we
show.
met, like when
You ain't never
came
been on
in.
no show.
What
Yeah,
show?
Like
What
when
show?
you came in, and how we talked about like the Deuteronomy 2 story about how that God didn't just use Israel to wipe out giants. In Deuteronomy 2, he talks about how he used the descendants of Esau. Jacob I loved, Esau I hated. Now keep
Mhm.
that in mind. Now God used the descendants of Esau to wipe out Nephilim tribes, and he did the same thing with the descendants of Lot.
Mm-hmm.
So it was intriguing. That was the first thing we talked about when I was like, "You don't know what a Nephilim is."
Oh yeah, that's right.
You're like, "Yeah, I do."
I
was
like
like,
that story.
What? Okay, where's it at in the Bible?
Are you coming, Keisha? Is that why? She's like, when is friggin' Bro Grove 4? I don't know, Keisha. Is you coming?
We're waiting to see.
Keisha with your black name?
It might be more expensive than we thought. But all right,
$2 million. You
let's go ahead and keep reading this, Matt.
got that kind of
Okay,
money,
the
Keisha?
mortician of the house lived on the second floor. The ground floor is where the viewings were, and the basement was used as a mortuary. I can barely hear in these. That's probably why I'm like, am I extra talking over you guys? Not that I don't normally.
No,
Talk
go
over-
ahead.
Okay, that's a way too loud.
Make it turn it up higher.
No, I know how you are.
No,
That's
do
probably
that.
a little.
Watch me read this same
Yeah.
sentence over again.
Okay, the story goes the original owner hung himself in the attic. Okay, wait. The mortician of the house lived on the second floor. The ground floor is where the viewings were, and the basement was used as a mortuary. The story goes the original owner hung himself in the attic after his wife and kids got sick and died. And this brings me to the second earliest memory I have. Can you imagine if these are your first two memories?
My memories,
Damn.
my first earliest memories are very bizarre.
That's crazy though.
I have a great first memory, bro.
What?
Casper, exclamation point. Watch out. Warning. I was between 4 and 5 years old, and it was Halloween. My parents had split by this time. My mom and I moved in with her mother a couple towns over, but I still saw my dad on most weekends and holidays. Why?
Why?
Why are you doing that?
I'm not doing
It's
this with
inappropriate.
David. I'm sorry.
I'm
okay.
sorry.
Incredibly inappropriate.
I'm trying to look up something right now.
Go ahead. I'll
What
give you
was
time.
what was this lady's name that we were?
Are we fact checking?
No, I'm trying to find the woman who we were talking about the venue with,
Mhm.
and to see if she ever responded. And I remember what her name was.
All right. Well, that's not for right now. We'll do this
Fine.
after. Keep going. I'm sorry. I deleted that.
You did not, dude. I know what's going on.
What?
All right,
What's the
let's
matter?
keep reading the story. So
Okay,
the
okay.
problem is if you keep pausing, then you lose the story. Everybody's
Okay.
losing the story.
Okay. All right.
I was
you're
with my
right.
dad and my younger cousin and my aunt. We finished gathering candy from strangers and we're approaching our house when one of us noticed a stereotypical ghost coming through the glass of the attic window.
Like a sheet.
It looked just like Casper.
Damn.
It had a round head, but just kind of faded in shape and transparency further down its body. I remember thinking it was a cloud. It was solid enough that you couldn't easily see through it, but it appeared to be flowing or spiraling as it moved and dissipated into nothing.
That's crazy.
Hmm.
He said we saw that,
Yeah.
not just him.
But the weird thing is that okay, so he's talking about his first house then, right? Because he moved with his mom a couple towns over, but then he was with his dad going back to that original house.
I wonder where that comes from. The sheet, the ghost with the sheet, you know, with like the eyes poked.
It's
through the
probably
holes.
just something that everybody made up, just like dragons.
Dragons ain't made up, dog.
That's real stuff, dude.
The hell.
That's in the Bible, don't you know?
By the way, a little aside.
Yeah.
There's something called the Seven Kingdoms or something like that. It's a Game of Thrones spinoff.
Oh yeah, it's
It
in
doesn't suck.
Alvarino's book. It's like the 7 princes of Atlantis,
Is
and
that
then
like-
Apollo is going to be the actual Antichrist.
Is that the Dunk and Egg story you're talking about?
Egg.
Dunk. Yeah, never mind.
It's
Never mind.
Sir Duncan the Tall. Yeah,
Yeah, Dunk and Egg. Yeah.
it's good.
Yeah. The
It's 3
stories are good.
episodes in, and it doesn't suck.
Yeah, it's
So
like a
there's that for
novella
you.
series. It's very good. But the guy decided to write those series and it's like a prequel to the prequel, but then he never finished the actual books, which is bizarre to like beyond bizarre to me. I have no idea.
Well, all 3 episodes, each time it ends, I'm like, dude, yes, that was because I tried to watch House of Dragons.
Yeah.
Like, this is gay and it sucks.
It was all right.
Nope.
Fine.
The problem is
There's
some
too
of
many
those
ladies.
series, if it's like a 12-show series, the first 3 start off fine, and
Yeah.
then they get into the bad stuff.
If you're feeling like a pimp, man, go on, brush your shoulders off.
It was solid enough that you
Ladies,
couldn't
pimps,
easily
too.
see through it, but it appeared to be flowing or spiraling as it moved and dissipated into nothing. I remember the adults freaking out because they thought it was smoke from a fire. It was probably less than 5 feet long, and it only came about 15 feet out of the window before it fully dissolved into nothing.
Damn, so even the adults saw it and they thought it was smoke.
Whoa. Okay.
Maybe it was smoke.
My dad had a Polaroid camera that spit the photo out right away, and he took a picture of this milky white blob coming through the solid glass window.
Milky white blob.
We kept that photo on a table in the den for years after that. It was probably 3 or 4 years before it disappeared.
The photo?
The photo.
The photo.
That's a crazy. You're talking about technology too. It's crazy because a Polaroid camera is one of those things that I don't think should have really existed. Like, so the guys blurry creatures, they get they get their name because they're talking about Bigfoot, different cryptids. When you take pictures of them, it usually comes out blurry because of something about like the
That's
digital.
how they got their name?
Yeah, that's what it is.
It makes a lot of sense.
UFO photos, blurry.
So if I call them fuzzy creatures, it's still the same thing.
No, because
Yeah, we just
UFO
call
photos
them-
are also blurry.
We just
Or
call them
fuzzy.
gay. But there's something about that phenomenon when you're pointing a digital camera at it that like the mechanism inside these things, the subject comes out blurry. But with a what was it called? A Polaroid?
Polaroid, yeah.
A Polaroid camera, the technology is a little different because it's like it's imprinted light. And then like it has like a physical copy that like you take the picture and shoo, comes out right there. And people were capturing real stuff
Oh, yeah.
on that. But on these cameras, I don't think you're really gonna get. It doesn't interface with this.
I think that it also kind of killed like family photographs. Like
yeah.
something about the digital archive on your phone or your camera is
like,
not the
so
same
what?
as like a photo
Yeah.
album, like a physical photo album. You flip through that shit and it's like, this feels special.
Feels like time travel, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you go through just your gallery and it's like, it's cool, but it doesn't feel like it's
Not the
distant. It feels.
And you never save them, maybe. So if you switch phones, you might have lost pictures from when the kids were like 2 or 3.
And also,
but
I
you
got
just kinda,
thousands of them in my gallery.
they
Like
don't
I'm
mean so
never going to go
much.
through them all. Like it's, I don't know. I
Jess
sometimes I
got
want to
this
bring it
thing
back.
that's like a thing, and then you just download all the pictures from your phone onto it, and then they just all pop up all
Yeah.
the time, and that way
Oh.
you at least have them somewhere.
Like a picture frame, a digital
yeah,
picture
yeah, in
frame.
the house.
That's kind of cool.
That's cool.
And then
That's
that
the
way,
move.
whether you look at it or not, but at least they're all on there. If you lose your phone or get a different phone,
I'll tell you what though, like
I have 2 hard drives filled with like old phones pictures.
porn.
Old. No, I'm never gonna look through it.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
never gonna flip through it. So
No.
I'm like, what?
Maybe when you're dying.
It's like, yeah, but I got to find this hard drive. It's probably corrupted.
I would like to have like an actual, we have like some kind of photo albums or whatever, but it's just like it's scarce with the amount of stuff that's in there because, you know, you had to get them printed out at Walmart. I would love to have like the old school Polaroids again.
But it's an interesting phenomenon that can be captured on Polaroid because it's a different technology that you're interfacing with. Whereas these this is like it's called a mirrorless DSLR camera. So the technology behind it, it's like it's emitting light into what appears to be a mirror, shooting that back out, kind of how your eye works, but it's like a digital format of it. And you're not going to catch something that's frequency based. That's just like permeating from the spiritual realm into the physical realm through frequency and vibration. And that's how we're perceiving it. And we're supposed to get it with this shit with glass and a computer. It's not
It was
gonna
crazy
work.
too, because when you saw something cool, you take a picture and then you'd be like, this is gonna be so crazy
You look
in
at
a
it,
week.
you're like, damn, can't even see it.
We can't, unless you have the automatic ones that print it out. You gotta
Also,
be like,
think
I gotta
about
put
how
this shit-
crazy this thing is. Like, if you open that up, there's a crazy computer in there, and then there's like glass upon glass and like different kind of diaphragms in there. It's like, we made that.
Who the
Human
hell
beings?
made that? No.
Who the hell made this?
Fallen Angels taught us how to make that.
Do you think that Fallen Angels would give us technology that we could capture them
You
with?
think that?
I don't think so, Matt. Keep reading. I love his face. He's you just got blapped.
You've been blap, dog.
Blap, blap, blap.
Yeah, no, I'm just at the point where I'm like, even the whole like flicking the electricity on, I'm like, what? Like the TV or the radio waves, and you turn on a radio. So like, you're like, yeah, look at the technology that just came out last week. I'm still tripping on the stuff that came out like 40 years ago.
I
Wait,
actually
how does that
don't
work?
even remotely understand how a
Radio
Polaroid
works
works.
or Polaroid?
A Polaroid. I mean, I kind of get a radio, like a little bit. I could just kind of understand, like,
We're
well,
never gonna
sometimes
get
if
to
you
that.
Well,
get
yeah,
like a
but
piece-
that's what everybody like. They say, yeah, radio. There's radio waves, and then there's an antenna, and then you change it, and you get different radio waves, and you
but
you
you
have
could at
to
least
say,
like
oh yeah, I
interact with
get it.
that. You could interact with that. Like you could move around the
Yeah, but there's something in the air that like
Yeah.
it's getting.
but I don't understand
Like,
how
wait,
the
what?
hell you're
What?
getting a Polaroid picture. Like I'm just like flashing light at some shit and then burning an image into,
Who knows?
especially back in the day when they used to put the
So,
hood over their
light-
heads and they'd be like, "Ka-choosh."
External light enters the camera. Light reflects off of your subject. That light travels through the lens.
No,
The
it
lens
don't.
is focuses the image onto film inside of the camera, and that's what happens. The film then, I don't know. You need
That
special
shit didn't
film.
help at all.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's a crazy thing.
Years after that, it was probably 3 or 4 years before that picture, which was a Polaroid of a ghost coming out of an attic window on Halloween,
Yeah.
disappeared. I was young, so I DK if it was legitimately lost, but I do know it was something we kept decoratively. It was even framed. Then one day it was just gone.
That's actually so. FJ Fool said the Shroud of Turin is a Polaroid. In a
That's
sense,
interesting. Yeah.
In a sense, he's right.
Light has burned an image into.
Into some sort of medium fabric. Yeah, crazy technology.
I don't know anything about it.
All right, please continue.
Dad's basement story. Another big exclamation point. Anyone who spent any time in this house, I don't like when you laugh like that because I don't know what you're.
It's like when you make noises like that, I got to read the chat.
He's like,
No, it's not the chat. I just don't know if there's another picture of me, different skin tone.
Being black?
Next time I look up, like, okay, what's going on now?
No, I would never do that.
Anyone who spent any time in this house had some kind of experience. We know the type. And I used to do work in a place called the Bellevue Biltmore Hotel down in St. Pete, Clearwater, Dunellen. Maybe it was somewhere down there. Dunedin, I mean. I think it was a Clearwater address, but it was the longest occupied wood standing structure in America.
Oh wow.
And there was spooky stuff if you worked up in the attic.
Hmm.
We were always working in there doing flooring and stuff. They were always getting stuff done. The Bellevue Biltmore Ballroom. And I think that they actually finally took it down. I was working in there like 20 years ago, but there's always weird stuff up in the attic, dude. And just like this, everybody had a story. Everybody who ever worked there. So anyone who spent any time in this house had some kind of experience. It was a daily thing. It was never insidious,
That's
or
the word.
Insidious.
my bad, or destructive.
Incredulous.
Now I know what it's like, and I'm sorry.
Yeah, you see.
Sightings would probably be more accurate than experiences. They were mostly just repetitive apparitions, people who looked lost, walking the same paths over and over, but there were a few times it seemed like something was trying to interact. I see you nodding your head. You're saying like, yeah, that's a common thing.
Mhm.
When my dad was a child growing up in the house, his bedroom was in the basement. Yikes. One day he was at the top of the basement stairs playing with a white bouncy ball. The ball fell down the stairs. I don't like this. This is
Go
sketch.
read the story.
The ball fell down the stairs, so my dad went after it. As soon as you reached the bottom of the basement stairs, there was a wall to the left covered in square cavities. These were the drawers bodies were kept in for the mortuary business. How do you keep this stuff? You don't get a remodel?
You don't just sheetrock over it? I mean,
when that no,
You
don't
gotta
do
burn
that,
it.
dude.
You gotta burn it.
When the house was renovated, they saw it fit to just cement over the cavities. But over the years, some of it cracked, revealing the abandoned tombs. The basement took up the whole square footage of the house, and it was only broken up into 3 large rooms and 1 small closet. The closet was actually used as a chapel when the funeral parlor was in business.
Yeah, you probably had to have one.
It had one
Like
of those.
you had to have a house of prayer in that place.
It had one of those small basement style windows, but it was a stained glass with a lamb on it.
That's
I respect the lamb, but
yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, think about it. If you're gonna have that kind of energy going on, it's a heavy spiritual place. You'd better make it themed. It had better be themed. Jesus Christ, bro.
Anything we could do.
Anything. Yeah, you got to do something.
my dad searched for his ball, but it wasn't there. This wasn't a small gun drop size ball either. It was a standard soccer/basketball size ball, and it was white. So it should stand out a little bit. There were 2 smaller rooms off the side of the main basement area, but they had shut doors. It appeared. The ball just vanished, so he forgot about it.
All right.
Weeks later, possibly months, my dad was outside in the backyard playing by himself. He was just running around like a maniac when all of a sudden he gets whacked like a fat kid in dodgeball. The same missing white ball found its way back by smashing into his face.
What?
It just came out of nowhere.
What? Bro, wait, what? He got pegged in the face with the ball that he lost?
It's like that Adam Sandler movie where he's like pegging the little kids, dude. And then
This is a legitimate poltergeist story that we're hearing.
Oh, that's It's
what do you mean?
Because a lot we get like onesie twosies, right?
Yeah.
These ones are good. I feel like these 2 have been good.
Yeah.
Yeah. This one here is like blapped up. Like this guy's whole childhood is messed up.
It also suggests like a sense of humor.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of hilarious. You're
Well,
some
I mean, his
disembodied.
childhood isn't necessarily filled with it. We got a couple
No,
stories.
I'm saying like the fact that this thing took his ball and then was like, look at this asshole looking for the ball. Look at him looking for the ball.
Throw
And
it
then
at
like a week or so later, how long was it afterwards? Possibly months. Months later, he's like, yo, watch this. Bink! And pegs him in the face with it. That's hilarious. Also, what do you do when that happens?
I don't know.
You start screaming at nothing.
You move.
Oh yeah.
Well, nah, these people, it's a weird one. When people are this like caught up in it, they won't leave. They'll stay there for a while. All right, let's
Peg me in
continue.
the face, dude. What the hell? Stop reading the chat.
Read the story.
Mom's basement story.
Okay.
One night before I was born, my mom was sleeping in the basement with my dad. She woke up from a chill.
Oh shit.
They're not talking about like flash chill like we make here. It's not cold brew. We brew it hot and then flash chill
Nobody
it. And then we
calls
just call
that.
it chill.
Nobody calls it. And like, no, I don't even understand what that, because I was trying to get iced coffee yesterday.
You're very confused by like anything that's organized and
I like to
doesn't have chaos.
I like
It
to
actually
think that
has
I've drank a
structure.
lot of
It's like a very
coffee.
clean menu with very clear words on it.
I'm just saying, I like to think that I've consumed quite a bit of coffee from a lot of different places. Never found any place that called it chill.
We're unique. It's very high level coffee.
I mean, it's great
Some
coffee.
would-
It's specialty grade.
Some would say the standard.
So if somebody comes up to you and they go, I'd like an iced coffee, and instead of going like, that'll be this much money, you want like debit or cash, you go, oh, you mean chill? Do you do that? Do you go like, oh, you mean chill, right? And they go like, no, I would just like some
No, if they say
iced
they want
coffee.
iced coffee, it's clear what they want.
Yeah.
It's easy.
You don't go like, oh, you mean chill?
No, I mean, usually when that scenario happens,
Yeah.
I turn around because you're going, what do you want, Matt? And you're just running around, pulling stuff off shelves, like jumping around. I'm like, bro, we're running a business.
Like
here.
if somebody came up to the counter and it was like, can I have a large chill? You'd probably make the Matt face at him, right? You'd be like,
I'd be like, let's go, bro.
No,
Get
you'd
it,
be
dude.
like,
It's
how do
good
you-
coffee, man.
what did you just call it?
All right,
And then you'd have to, by the way, no, that's not
Stop
all right.
being mean to
You'd
him.
have to be
He's
like,
retracting from the fact that he gets free chill. Like that's what's the
No, no, no,
funniest
no.
thing about this whole story.
and
He
then
doesn't
you'd
even pay
have to,
for it.
what you would have to do is you'd have to go,
And you could thank me for that.
you mean coffee, right?
You created that exception for me.
No,
Yeah, you did in the beginning.
What's that?
no, I said there's certain things you guys can have free here because we have enough of it.
Yeah.
And so that's how I always
Like
gauge
these things.
when David just got paid.
These are free.
That's
Right.
how I always
Yeah.
gauge it. Is he wants the free stuff.
I know, but I'm
And then,
just saying.
and then all of a sudden there's a week where he's just blowing it up.
I'm just saying, if somebody
No.
came in,
No, that's not cool. Man.
you
Stop
long
with
baby,
that.
listen to me.
As soon as I learn how to use AI, you guys are toast.
If somebody
'Cause
came in and said
I'm
they
more
wanted
creative than
chill,
you. I just need to learn how to use AI.
you would absolutely have to confirm with them that they wanted coffee before you charged them.
No.
You would have to say the
There's
words.
a menu that says chill. If they say to me, I want a 20-ounce chill, I'm saying, okay, cool. That's
You know what
what's
you
on
would
the
do?
menu.
You wouldn't ask them. You would just say it out loud. One large iced
I do
coffee
that
coming
anyway.
up. One large iced coffee coming up. You'd say that and then listen to see if they object
Chat,
because
do you guys
struggling
like
with the
this?
chill,
do you
man.
guys do you enjoy this? This is crazy.
What?
We like this, right?
what's this?
No, me and David going back. No, they want to hear this, dude.
No, I think I'm just trying to make a point, and I think the chat would probably agree with me that
Yeah,
it's a
I
wild
agree with you
thing
too.
to say chill,
You're
to
right.
call it chill.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. I'm wrong.
Thank you.
One night before I was born, my mom was sleeping in the basement with my dad.
Stop looking at the things. Can you read the story? Why do you
No,
keep
because
looking at
now it's like Sketchosaurus Rex, dude. Every other time I look up, there I'm a baby. There I have a different
I'm a
skin
baby.
tone.
I'm a black
Next thing
baby.
you know, I got different hair. Next thing you know, I'm in a tree.
it? Okay, can you read the story?
Next thing you know, I'm like riding an elephant.
got
and it's
13
like, what is
pages.
going on,
These are
man?
good
There's no way
ideas.
this is 13 pages, dude. This is clearly the end.
Is it?
Yeah, muffled voice, the end.
Nope.
What?
Yeah, I'm telling you. Can you get
Okay,
through
dude,
this?
we're not gonna.
What? What's the problem?
He made me as a baby on latte art, dude. What do you mean? What's the problem? Like grown-ups don't do that, dude. That's not something
What are you talking
grown-ups
about? We
do.
have audio listeners that don't even know what you're talking about right now. Can you
Okay,
just?
well, now they know, dude. Top is not a grown-up. One night before I was born, my mom was sleeping in the basement with my dad. She woke up from a chill and noticed the window was cracked open. Since it was a basement, it had one of those
coffee.
Chill. Let
I'm
him read.
sorry.
rectangular half windows that tilt open, close, and they're up high near the ceiling.
Okay.
So she gets up, closes the window, and falls back asleep. No problem. She wakes up again, and yes, the window is open again.
Inconvenient.
She knew she already did this, but she made excuses to brush it off. She managed to fall asleep again, but only to be woken up a third time. But the third time she wasn't woken wasn't because of a chill. That's what I'm just reading what they wrote.
Okay.
But the third time she was woken, I think he's trying to say, but it wasn't because of a chill.
Right.
Right.
She says she thought she felt someone
What is he looking at?
I don't know.
touching her.
All right. Well, she's sleeping with
The
dad.
dad, yeah.
Dad's getting a little,
Let's
you know,
go.
getting a little handsy.
Oh, this is actually so. This is what Nathaniel Gillis focuses on.
But it was
When
a
dads
voice
get
that
handsy?
fully woke her.
No, yeah, no. It's like succubus, incubus kind of
Yep.
lore, which can get really weird, man.
Yep.
That's when you get into fornication, different kind of weird sexual sin, and it happens like sometimes in a sneaky way, but ultimately you have to consent. I don't like that stuff at all.
What do
Here's
you
the
mean,
weird dream from
fornication
last
with
night.
an alien or with a ghost or with a demon?
What's the difference?
Here's the dream from last night.
Is it-
Ready?
No, but I'm just saying you're not talking about they start fornicating with or having adultery with another person, and you're saying like in the room at
Making
night they
sex.
start boning a
Well, what is
entity.
fornication is used only specifically when there is a sexual sin, a sexual type of sin with a human and some sort of entity or Elohim or
No, fornication can just be sex before marriage.
Well, we have Ed Mabry on tomorrow, but no, sex. He says specifically fornication. The direct translation is a spiritual sexual sin. And then when you're doing like sex before marriage or infidelity, things like that, that's classified differently in the Hebrew. So we'd have to ask him and talk to him about it. But he says,
Well, I only know it from the Greek, so I don't know. But like when because it's a weird thing in Acts when they say, no. we're
Oh,
not doing
Gator.
this."
What up, Gator?
Yeah, there's no reason to have that.
Is the beaver.
Where it says like they're trying to determine like what is the bare minimum if people are going to be part of the body of Christ, and they're like, you can't eat anything offered to idols,
Mhm.
you can't eat anything that's been strangled, you can't drink blood, which I had some weird conversations with some homies out here before.
strangled.
They call it like adrenochrome or something, where people are like drinking the blood or
That's
something.
not a thing.
So 2,000 years ago, they said you can't drink the blood, and these guys were all over it. Like, yeah, there's a reason. And the other one is you can't commit fornication. So I've always understood that to be just sex outside of marriage.
No.
You're saying that you can have sex outside of marriage. You
No.
just can't have sex with an alien.
No,
you
you can't do that either. But I'm saying that these are two separate things.
Hmm.
So you just listed pretty much all of these like spiritual sins: drinking blood, eating something that was strangled.
That's interesting, yeah.
Yeah.
Bizarre. Cannibalism is probably in there as well.
Anything offered to idols.
Well, yeah. So now you're dealing in like this spiritual thing. So the fornication, that's what I'm getting at. When you get these like night visits,
Okay.
the idea of the incubus or the succubus,
They're
This-
trying to bone.
yeah, I mean, it sounds like Nephilim stuff, like where they're trying to like procreate in a way. And then you get into satanic ritual abuse. This is the same idea. they're summoning entities into themselves, doing stuff to the woman to implant them with a seed that's like divine spiritual. It gets really weird, man. But it's all in this what would you call it? Like it's almost like necrophilia. Sometimes they do this.
The incubus succubus thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sorry. I've just been distracted because it looks like my wife is in the chat saying she threw out all the hot dogs, which is like,
what the?
No.
I don't even know why that would
act
happen.
of war,
that has to
man.
be somebody pretending to be my wife because my wife
Shots
wouldn't do
fired.
She would never do that.
that.
Or else.
Okay, let's keep going. She gets up, she closed the window. This time it wasn't because of a chill. She says she thought she felt someone touching her, but it was a voice that fully woke her. It was muffled. Do the thing you do when you do Chuck's voice. Yeah, it was like that. It was muffled, and she couldn't make out any words, but she heard the hum of a woman's muffled voice.
I have an iced coffee.
I told you about the story
There's
with
a
my mom, right?
chill.
When
Who?
my mom, when she sees my grandmother in it, like she had a dream. She's in the old house. My grandmother comes up the stairs and she's on the computer right there, and she approaches her, and she's mumbling.
Oh yeah.
Like saying something, and she's crying. She's like, I feel the love coming off of her. It was grandma. And then when she gets close and she gives her a hug, she says she's muffled, mumbling in tongues, what she described as tongues, which was bizarre. Oh, here's your hot dogs. She didn't throw them.
Oh, there we go. Thank God. I got a little bit worried. I'm not gonna lie. I just couldn't
means
figure
nothing
out
to me.
because I bought the 1/4 pound hot dogs, all beef from Sam's Club. And I was like, you threw those out?
If they went bad, bro, like
They didn't go bad. I
dude,
got
if
them.
the wife opens a thing of eggs or a thing of meat and the bad smells coming out, dude, they're gone.
They're literally not there long enough to go bad. That's not happening.
Anyway, yeah, the idea of the mumbled talk in what my mom described as tongues, and I was like, I don't have the heart to tell you that's not grandma, and you need to stay away from that.
No,
thing.
I think you can have communication.
With the dead.
No,
Okay.
never mind. I'm not going to go there with you.
Well, I mean,
guys.
you're going to talk about Samuel, right?
No, but I like where you're going with that. When God called out to him 3 times, he kept going to Eli, and Eli the 3rd time, he's like, bro, it's not me. It's just I'm like a spiritual father to you. That's why God's voice sounds like my voice. It's not me calling you.
Oh no, I'm talking about Samuel coming to Saul when the witch of Endor.
The Witch of Endor.
I wasn't going to bring up that either. I'm just saying that, like, if you have loved ones that have passed away in Christ, sometimes there can be some powerful dream that they, that's some like message.
Yeah, but I don't.
I'm not saying you're necessarily physically communicating with them. I'm not saying you're like in the realm of the dead, partaking of necromancy, if you will. I'm not saying that, but that somehow there's a way for that. If they live in the spirit realm, and you live in the spirit realm to a certain extent as well, because you're in Christ, somehow you can get to a place where there is some kind of discussion.
Maybe.
I had a weird dream last night where I was with my aunt, and I was like on my way. We were supposed to like uncover the mystery of my grandmother, and I was made aware that I was supposed to be honored in a ceremony, but when it came to pass,
This just reminds me when they're going to honor the guy in the ceremony in the cartoon, but they're really taking him to like boil him to eat
it was
him.
kind of like that. Not kind of like that, but like I wasn't supposed to be made aware. So I was supposed to, when the ceremony happened, pretend that I wasn't aware that it was going to happen. And I felt really guilty. So that ceremony, by the way, is me laying in a bed, and like this woman comes in, and she's the facilitator of whatever the ceremony is. And she says something to me. I don't remember what the something is, but it doesn't matter. But I feel guilty because I'm like, I'm lying to this bitch. Like, I knew this was going to happen. So she turns to, this is weird. She turns to walk away. And as she's walking away, behind her back, she's holding an image, a framed image of Christ that's facing me. And she passes through the doorway to leave this room that I'm in after like I kind of made the ceremony stop because I was like, no, I'm not being honest. Like, I know that this is going to happen. And all of a sudden, Christ's face turns into a totally different face in this little framed image. And it's pale, and it's round and bald and horrified looking, with its mouth agape.
Wow.
And
Counterfeit.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've seen that before where there's like
really?
a counterfeit Christ, and initially you're not sure, but you don't have this feeling of like warm and fuzzy, and then boom, it's something else.
Yeah, she was weird too,
It's a
because even though
counterfeit.
she wasn't imposing, her hair was like in
No,
front
you
of her
haven't.
face.
You're just saying that because me and Raven said that.
Yeah,
I've had that dream. I said this.
No.
on the
Oh
show.
yeah,
No,
that's
you're
it.
actively working on the next AI picture of me to go up there, dude. And What is this?
You're
Yeah,
so
you
nice,
clearly
dude.
didn't have that dream. You're just trying to be like, oh yeah, I did. You're
I
just
did
trying
have
to get
that
me off
dream.
the track of what
No,
you're
I know
really
that
doing.
dream. I know that dream where he's coming in on the donkey.
Yeah.
And you're
Yeah.
like,
Through the gates.
fuck out of here.
Through the gates, walking there, throwing down the palms. That's the dream that I had. I seen him and I was like, that ain't him. That ain't it. And he looked at me and he was like, don't say nothing.
Don't tell nobody it ain't
Don't
me.
tell him.
Shownox is brand new. I mean, not brand new. It's just a newer product, but I'm an OG. It was always Ardex.
I
I
don't
mean,
know
there
what
was
that means.
What are
Mapei,
those two words, dude?
There was Mapei floor patches too, but Ardex
Shownox.
was always the crush.
Bring back Black Matt.
Okay, where are we at here? G-Mom's backdoor story.
Oh, wait a second. What?
Oh yeah.
You gonna tell us about your grandma's backdoor story?
This is good stuff.
Getting blapped up.
Wait.
Grandma do backdoor
No,
stuff.
hold on. I wasn't done with this one.
Damn, dude.
Well, dude, it went from the next page. I didn't know there's 13 pages.
I told you
So the
100
hum
times
of a
it was
woman's
13
muffled
pages.
voice. She sat up and looked into the darkness of the room, and she said she's not sure if it was her eyes adjusting to the darkness or if this thing materialized right in front of her. But there was a little girl in a white dress or nightgown.
There
That's
you go.
not terrifying.
Classic.
The image became more clear the longer she stared at it.
That typically isn't how that works. Typically, it fades away.
The worst part was that the face of this girl was empty. It was just pale skin, no eyes, no nose, no mouth. My mom never went in the basement again.
I want to clarify for the chat. I noticed there's been confusion for a long time. The grandma who was abducted is not the black grandma. Those are two separate things entirely. Black grandma is just, a fun
She's in jail.
black slave grandma. And also, like, I guess would technically be my great or great great grandma. This is grandma on the other side of the family who's not black. I just wanted to clear that up for them. Please continue reading.
Yeah, the one you put in front of my face and it looked like Jocko.
That's black grandma.
Yeah. Oh, that was good. You remember
G-Mom's
that?
backdoor story. A little HGTV. It's not too bad, though.
Okay.
When you walk into the front door of the house, first there's a small foyer with a bathroom.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, sorry, you're getting some emails. Then you turn
Stop
left
looking at my emails.
into the living room. From the living room, it's a straight run through the dining room, through the kitchen, and to the pantry, which leads to the basement.
Okay.
Then off the side of the kitchen is a den.
Oh, tile mat. Come on, that's cool. That should be on the floor here.
I'd buy that.
He
I'd
likes
put that
it.
in
He
my-
actually
Dumbest
likes
thing,
that
dude.
one.
I will never be accused of like going off track in a show ever again. You guys are like so serious about it. You're like, Matt, you got to start paying attention
Matt,
to
there's
shows.
13 pages to this. Keep reading.
Yeah, he's making memes of me like left and right.
What if we
dude.
did that in the floor?
Technically, these aren't memes.
Maybe
That
in
wouldn't
the
be
bathroom.
cool. It wouldn't be cool. I know, but there's memes that like my family,
Yeah.
I'm like on vacation with them. I didn't know that they're knowing this. And they're like, yeah, man, I see all these pictures of your face. This guy, TopLobsta, and he's in like fights with people.
Wait till
And,
they
but
see
there's
you
people
black.
in the chat and there's all these pictures of your face. I was like, wait, you guys have seen that?
Yeah.
Can you pay attention to the story?
And I just feel like you're doing the same thing now.
I want to hear about grandma's back door.
All right, G-Mom's backdoor story. One day before I was born, my G-Mom was sitting in the living room. From her seat, she could see all the way through to the pantry.
Stop looking at the TV.
The pantry.
The back door of the house was in the pantry. That's weird. The back door of the house was in the pantry, and the stairs to the basement were in the pantry. Nothing sketch with that.
Pantry.
So she hears a small bump,
Okay. No big deal.
looks back to the pantry. Still reasonable.
Okay.
And sees a man in a red and black flannel
Yeah.
walk from the back door through the pantry and into the basement. Or that's what appeared to happen anyway. So she assumed it was my dad. Less than 60 seconds after seeing this, my dad walks in the front door with a white tee on.
Damn.
Whatever was in the pantry, it wasn't him.
Damn.
I don't know
boy.
what happened, but for some reason I imagined that all with black characters. And I just had to check myself and be like, why do I think they're black? And I'm not sure. Like grandma was black, the guy in the flannel was black.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until like the story was almost over where I was like, wait a second. Well, I don't think these are black people. Strange. Can you read the next story? We have 13 more pages.
No, I just want to be clear to the chat. I'm not checking the chat. What's happening is Top's just blowing up all these different pictures of me the same way he did with Alberino in like different scenarios and different scenes.
Oh, you almost had it.
I don't know what that means.
These aren't funny.
That's not funny at all.
Hey, dude, you guys wait. I'm going to figure out AI. You guys are going to be toast.
I don't know what you mean.
Edward Scissorhands. My parents split when I was 3.
I say skizzers.
Besides the dead
Hey,
people.
man, you ever say ketchup?
Mm-mm.
Okay, just checking if you use the same words I use.
Besides the dead people hanging from the tree and the ghost coming out of the attic window, the next memory I have is when I was about 9 years old. This just would be wild if you were at a party one time, like, bro, what's up? How you been? He's like, yeah, man, my parents split when I was 3. Besides that, man, the dead people hanging from the tree and the ghost coming out of the attic window. Yeah, next thing happened was I was 9 years old. My mom and dad bought a huge old courthouse.
No, what? Can you live in a normal place? What?
Yeah, why can't they just live in a house, dude? They bought a huge old courthouse from the 1800s in the same town as my dad's grandparents' haunted house.
I love the style of these people.
Yeah, it's like they love this. They want this. It was 4 stories high and had a duplex attached to the back. The plan was to fix it up into an apartment.
That's big as hell.
Building with 7 units. It was about this time my weird sightings started becoming weird interactions.
Oh shit. We talking about nocturnal releases?
A few reoccurring dreams and one reoccurring character, a hat man of sorts. I know what you're
okay.
typing, dude. I know exactly what you're doing
What's the
typing
matter?
right now.
Can you just focus on the story?
It's just very disingenuous to act like
14
we're
more
on the
pages
show
of the
together
story
and you're
and you keep
spending
getting
the entire
distracted.
time making stuff.
Oh, he's so old. That makes me sad. 'cause
Guarantee though, I'd still have a 6-pack. I could still do pull-ups
I
and stuff.
still have a
Probably.
six-pack.
You hate that. You hate that I stay in shape. I don't know why. Usually guys are like, yeah, bro, right on, man. Keep it up. You're like, oh, I don't like that. Should eat some more hot dogs and ice cream.
Hey, 14 more pages. Let's go.
My hat man always had scissor hands.
That's weird, right?
That's different.
But now that I think back on it, maybe they were just long fingers.
Oh, so they were never skizzers.
There's a little bit of a difference between long fingers and scissor hands.
Well, I
but
mean, when you're looking at a silhouette,
it always had.
stop looking at the. Stop it. Stop it.
Any
No,
second,
you got to
he's
focus
gonna
on
pop
it.
up
It doesn't
another one,
matter.
dude.
You have a job to do, and it's 15
I know, but
more
I just
pages.
want him to know that I know exactly what he's doing, and I'm saying it before he does it.
He knows you know. We know. You got to focus, man.
Wait until I figure out how to type.
Wait until I figure out how to use this $1,000 MacBook I bought.
I'm sorry.
And I bought it 2 months ago, and I haven't used it at all.
This is the most fun I've had in a while.
Can you do the thing?
I'm not shocked by that. Well, you guys threw me off the show for a while, and I feel like your shows weren't as fun without me.
Well, it's 'cause you
So
can't-
Let's just be honest about it.
You get interrupted a lot when you read,
No,
and
why
you
don't,
can't
why don't
stay
you
on.
go ahead and come clean, Top? You
Have you seen
didn't
that
like
one?
it as much when I'm out.
Oh shit!
That's not me, so I don't care. That's just alien.
Oh man, that's just alien. That's what you would look like if you was an alien.
No,
Come on,
no,
man.
that's a mythological creature, bro.
It's not a myth.
Whoa. I mean,
I'm not
depends.
saying mythological creatures don't exist. I'm just saying it's a mythological
Well, there's
creature.
the implications of the word myth.
No, myths end up being very. Let's just move on.
We
My
got
hat
16
man always
more
had scissor
pages,
hands.
please.
But now that I think back on it, maybe they were just long fingers. It always had long arms and long legs, very tall, similar to Mason. And most times it just
Sounds
had
like a tall gray.
disproportionately huge head.
Yep, sounds like a tall gray.
did he
dude.
really say similar to
He called it
Mason?
a hat man, dude. You're getting blapped up by a tall gray. Learn your cryptid things.
Sometimes a hat and sometimes just messy hair like Top.
Okay, it had a hat.
I don't think he said that. I think he's just being mean.
Sometimes a hat, sometimes just messy hair like Edward Scissorhands. Like you guys do kind of have the same vibes. You do now that I think about it, other than not the scissors on the hands, you guys do have that same creepy vibe.
Minus the key feature of scissors on hands.
I don't know, the hair and like the face though.
Yeah.
It is kind of.
That's an overrated movie. I'm gonna go ahead and say that right now. Edward
What?
Scissorhands kind of is
It's
fucking.
the stuff that nightmares are made of.
No,
bro.
it's
they got
not.
everybody
Sucks.
to watch
It
that.
sucks, dude. It's
I didn't
not.
like
It's
it.
not like a scary thing at all. It's like he's kind of.
When's the last time you watched it?
It's well, I was a child and I wasn't scared
How do you remember like all of this much later?
because I remember a
It's an
lot from my
underrated movie.
childhood. Whoa, dude, looking great. Maybe I was wrong.
Okay, that I'm fine with that. Like it's whatever. Like you guys want to do pictures? Go ahead, do the pictures.
That's kind of cool. Dude. Oh,
Yeah,
my
let's
God.
do some more. That's no problem.
Yeah, but Edward Scissorhands, even bad Christian, not scary. It's a gay movie, is what he says. Whoa, dude,
Wow.
no, don't pull his nipples out on
Look
the show.
great for 80.
Come on, dude,
All right, that's enough.
don't do the nipples.
You get better at working out and eating right the older you get. I don't know who's made this myth that like, oh, you get old, you get a dad bod, you just get a chubby belly. It's like, no. If you don't stay on the game, you do. But if you stay on the game, you get better at it, just like everything else.
I think
Why
also
are you typing? Like, there's nothing to type right now. I don't understand what
he's
you're
typing
doing.
in,
We're doing a show. You're
how to
supposed to be
stay on the
engaged in the
game.
show. You're out of the show.
Can you keep reading the thing?
All listeners have like nothing to do with you on this
This
show.
is a
because you're not doing
23-page
anything.
story, and you've literally not even broken the
We're
seal.
an hour and 43 in. We got to end soon.
Oh, we wrapping up? Okay.
No,
We'll wrap
you got to
up.
read. Do you want me to read the rest of the story?
No,
Are you
I
a
love
baby?
reading. No, I like reading.
Pull up the
Okay,
baby
keep going.
picture.
Go.
But I don't like. There's certain movements he's doing where he's going to the next picture, dude. I just know
He's
that
producing.
He's
He's producing the
No,
show.
he's not
dude.
producing
busy.
anything.
Look at all these buttons. You don't even know what they do.
I'm so sorry.
It would start as a shadow stretching from the ground up the wall. Then the shadow would just move out of the wall and into the room with me.
That's crazy.
I can't remember if the dreams came first or the waking encounters, but I saw this
Whoa.
shadow guy in both, and they started to blend together. More specifically, thanks, B-Dub.
Don't read that no more.
I knew when I was awake, but sometimes I would forget I was dreaming, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Mm.
You just did a hum like you're listening to the story.
Dude,
You're not even
no,
listening, dude.
He's producing and he's locked in.
I
Unlike
knew when I was
somebody.
awake, but sometimes I'd forget when I was dreaming, if that makes sense. My dreams started becoming very real and detailed. Same. That's a funny thing when people say, do you dream in color? You're like, bro, I dream like it's it's just like this.
I had a very
Hey.
silly dream.
like everything is exactly the same.
I had a dream that was,
Interesting.
you know how AI used to make the videos and they were like incoherent and chaotic?
You had a dream?
A couple of days ago, I had this dream that I'm at the beach with some friends. I look over into the ocean. There's a crab that's like the size of a mountain. And then the crab kind of like morphs into some shit. And I like look away and then like the scene, it was like all like AI chaos.
Do you think it was pointing to STDs? Because sometimes it is stuff like that. Like sometimes a chick is being chased by like a bottle of Listerine. It's like, you got bad breath. You know, sometimes there's like a crab in the thing.
Sometimes you
Saying
got
I got
crabs.
crabs.
I'm just saying. Like,
I don't know what your
the
personal
take
life is
was.
like.
I'm not trying to be ugly or anything, but you never know. Like what's
Yeah,
I
but
don't
no,
know.
look what happened to Elijah. Who knows?
We don't talk about that on the show. God,
we don't talk
God
about
bless
that.
Elijah and his harem of.
That's right. We want to continue to get our paychecks from Rift TV, so we're not going to mention that stuff.
Yeah. God bless Israel. Which one are we supposed to say?
Israel Elijah.
God bless Elijah.
Not for real, though. Pray for him. I do feel bad.
100%, yeah, please.
This guy's got problems, man.
Anyway, can you finish it?
that was hard to read. I don't even know him, but even when I read that, I was like, damn.
Read
that
what? We don't
stinks,
even know what
man.
you're talking about. We don't talk about that.
My
Yeah.
dreams started becoming very real and detailed, down to smells and taste and touch. The first dreams that seemed real were of me in my room watching the shadows.
Okay. What's on the TV? Why are you looking at the TV?
I know what he's doing, dude.
He's not doing anything.
Then I'd have the same dream, but I'd get out of bed and go to the hallway.
Okay.
Okay.
What happens in there?
Well, thinking back on it now, I may have started astral projecting.
Define astral.
Well,
Well, he's saying I think it was astral projecting because Nancy was there. I don't know what that means.
Okay, yeah. Well, she actually spends most of her time in the dreamscape and not the astral
Does
realm.
he know what she looks like? How would he know it's Nancy?
The tall thing with the long fingers?
That was Nancy.
It's Nancy. Right, Nancy?
oh, you know what? You guys reminded me. I have that Nancy T-shirt that I never.
Oh,
put
yeah,
in
that's
production.
right. We
Is
gotta
there
do that.
noodles?
There should be noodles.
There should be noodles.
She's not even here.
She's
there.
not.
She's
She's making
sleeping.
noodles or some shit.
She just Nancy's house is just constant.
Oh,
boiling
I remember
noodles.
she said she would have to get ready for work or something like that. That's what she said. She was like, I might have to.
Nancy.
Hello.
Well, she could talk if she wants to.
Sorry. Yeah,
Oh,
I was getting ready
Nancy.
for work.
See, I was right.
Okay.
I'm just
putting
Astral
on her
projection in the
kimono.
dream. The guy knew it was weird when he would start seeing you in the dreams.
Uh-huh.
But I'd get out of bed and go to the hallway. Thinking back on it now, I may have started astral projecting before I intended.
I'm sorry.
Little kids, man. Dealing with little kids. I'm literally like in a story that sometimes I'm not even sure if I just didn't make you guys up in my imagination, but like these characters in my story were like kids 5 days ago.
Oh, shit.
And then it's like the movie Big, they were just turned into grown-ups overnight. Or like,
Matthew.
no,
Is
that's
there-
not even funny. That's like
so funny.
7-year-olds.
Is there
would
any
say
life
that.
path where you end up like that?
No.
There isn't. I don't think Matt has too much discipline.
That's
would
like
not
if
end up
he
like
has
this.
like a pastry forest instead.
Also, I don't love food that much, dude. Like, I don't know. I mean, I'm super grateful for food, but there's people that just like love food.
I'm a
just
big
not
fan
somebody
of
that
food.
like loves food.
I got a food
I'm
problem.
just like, give me the fuel, how much minerals, and like, what's the vitamin content, what's the protein? Like, let's go.
Goes On Watching says, if I send you guys some comedy artwork to the coffee shop, would you open it live on Nef 2 America? Hell yeah, dude.
No.
Goes On Watching? Yeah,
No.
dude.
Well, no, we need
love
to understand
you, dude.
what is it first.
We love you,
Oh,
dude.
that's true.
As long
What
as
is-
it's not pictures of dicks and boobs and butts.
Yeah. Nothing,
no, or Matt as a fat guy, or Matt
If
as
it's
an
Matt as a
alligator.
fat guy, we're definitely
or
going to open it. We'll hang it on the
Matt
wall.
as tile.
Honestly, if anybody has any Matt as tile,
Like,
you know what
who
we should
does
do?
that? Those
We should
kids do that
dedicate like
stuff, man.
one
There's no
wall
grown-ups do
in the
that.
whole area to fan artwork.
Yeah, that would be rad.
So if anybody wants to send artwork, we'll
Only
start
drawing-
As much of like the craziest dumb stuff you say, that's brilliant.
Drawings
dude.
of us.
You really
Fat
are the voice of reason.
drawings of us. Like literally, I want it to be hand drawn.
Oh yeah, it can't be like dumb shit that doesn't
no
apply.
drawings of us, like the best you could do.
Yeah, I
of
like
us.
that goes on watching.
And we'll hang them up all next to each other. It'll just be like a section for me, a section for Dave. and
Everybody
Matt.
draw Matt fat.
No,
Still
no.
reserved. You missed it. That one was already up. Dude.
Oh,
Which
a
one?
combination of a fat black Blasian female motorcycle racer.
Oh,
That's
we
a
did.
particular.
You didn't see the Asian one that we did of you.
He didn't see a lot of them, which is fine.
Yeah, we did you as a girl.
Can you finish reading this 32-page
I'd love
story?
to, but you guys are getting sidetracked.
You didn't see the girl.
That
He's
has
gonna-
nothing to do with me, bro.
Okay.
Not even close. Then I had the same dream, but I get out of the bed and go to the hallway. Thinking back on it now, I may have started astral projecting before I intended. What do you mean? Was there a time where he intended to start astral
Oh yeah, it's
projecting?
probably like Nancy. Nancy intends to invade the astral realm on a regular basis. So.
I would often dream of sitting up or standing up wherever I was sleeping and watching shadows move around, either on the walls or in 3D space as blobs or as humanoids. It was a mixed bag, if you know what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Emerald City dream. Another recurring dream I had a lot was Emerald City from Wizard of Oz. Yeah,
That's weird.
That's a
That's
creepy
a weird one. Yeah.
show, man, especially the old one. This dream was set in my G-mom's backyard. I would walk out the back door.
I call it the G spot. I'm so sorry.
Inappropriate. I would walk out the back door, and over the fence, way off in the distance, I could see Emerald City, tall, shining green towers. IDK what it meant, but I had that dream almost every night.
That's weird.
Is this a good idea? The best picture gets a comp ticket to Bohemian Grove.
Yeah, we should do
well, that's not
Competition.
fair because some people are real artists here.
something. Fine.
Dave Burns. Shout out Dave Burns.
That
y'all.
Actually-
doesn't automatically mean the professional's going to win.
That's
Like,
right.
if
It should be
it's-
subjective.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah, somebody who's not a pro does like a really good picture. It's
Well,
like,
this was about. You don't want to hear this about Cocktober. Same sort of idea. It wasn't about like size, shape. It was about artistry.
Oh,
call
presentation.
something that.
Presentation.
And
Yes.
and the winner he presented.
He presented.
Yeah.
He showed up.
It's strange because at the same time it was the beginning of my love for hot dogs, and I've never really drawn that correlation. Focus. Stop scrolling through your phone, you wanker. Let's go.
Waiting
gotta
for you
do
little
the
kids
thing.
to get back on the show.
we
Let's
have
go.
a couple more minutes. So hurry
Swing
up.
set twins dream.
Okay.
Another recurring dream I've had often
Of twins, huh?
was also set in my G-mom's backyard.
In the G spot.
It was as if the land of her yard was lifted off the ground,
Wendigo.
and that plot was all the land there was. There was a swing set in the yard and twin girls. One girl was swinging, and the other stood next to the swing set with an open book in her hands. It looked like a strong wind was blowing their hair and the pages of the book. That hit you hard, dude.
I mean, twins are an interesting thing.
Are you okay right now?
What?
was
He
that?
flinched big
Oh,
time.
I get like I'll do like I have a thing. It's a
Okay, but I thought maybe it was like
No.
that. You've seen that?
no, I get the pylo erection and it makes me spaz a little bit.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Read the story.
No, I know what he's doing, dude.
Who's doing?
And you guys are like communicating on this too. So it's
Nobody's
not like you're, It's not like
communicating.
you're innocent.
I'm
Yeah.
listening to the story about
You're
the
egging
twins.
them on,
I
dude.
think the twins are interesting though. You think about like
I
The
do
Shining.
too. Wait, okay, but what is this though? Set my G-mom's backyard. It was as if the land of her yard was lifted off the ground, and that plot was all the land there was.
Okay, so he was on an Island.
Yeah,
Whoa.
that's what I'm saying. Isn't that a trippy visual?
Reminds me of Kingdom Hearts.
Reminds me of a lot.
So
of
they're on a skyland. They're up. That's all there is. And so what? You can like hear the air out. You can hear the wind. You're up in the air, like
Yeah,
you're
it's
up by
like-
the clouds.
It's like Chuck.
And there was a swing set in the yard and twin girls. One girl was swinging. The other stood next to swing with an open book in her hands. It looked like a strong wind because they're up in the sky was blowing their hair and the pages of the book.
Damn. You ever see Page Master?
No. What's that?
You've watched a lot of shows and movies.
You never seen Page Master? It's like an old
No,
cartoon.
I'm a grown
Kids
up.
like in a book land. Man, if it crushes. Oh shit. RJ says no sound.
I don't believe him.
Ah shit. Keep reading, man. We got more story.
Straight Bibles
can
on
hear you.
Tuesday now. It looks like
Nancy's here. She says she can hear us.
Yeah, he's lying.
Qui-Gon gin and tonic.
Qui-Gon.
What does it say? It says Q.
Qui-Gon gin and tonic.
Oh, okay.
Qui-Gon?
I'm just a reader, bro.
Nancy, you're getting ready for work. You have your kimono and are you sharpening your katana?
I finished all that. I'm good now.
Okay. All right, good. Thank you.
Sometimes the same long arm, big head shadow man would be there too.
Dang.
Either standing in 3D space or a 2D shadow cast on the ground or some other surface. I know you're getting ready to do one. Dude.
Nobody's doing nothing.
I know
we're
exactly
trying to listen
what
to the
he's doing,
story.
dude. Mind tricks and astral projection is the title of this one.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
this is a banger. All right, we have to. Yeah, we got to
Let's
lock
do
in.
this.
Lock
Let's
in.
lock it. Guys,
Stop screwing
1,
around.
2, 3.
Locked in. We're ready.
When I was about 10 or 11, I started getting into physics.
Oh, shit.
This dude's fascinating. He's almost like the Mongolian horse rider, right?
Mongolian?
Mongolian archery horse rider.
I wanted to know what, in finger quotes, stuff was made of.
Why are you looking at the TV?
I also learned of something called Kabbalah.
Kabbalah.
Oh.
This is the drinks you got out there.
This is the stuff that Laura Loomer does.
This is why you were
Stop,
getting
dude.
everybody blapped up. Can you read the story?
Yeah, I'm not doing any more of these red flag comments that you guys try to suck me
I don't
into
even know what that
anymore.
means. Red flag comments?
No, there's like the.
Are you even listening?
that's
It's not cool, man.
That's a really good
No,
one.
it's not. It's not cool, man. Nobody thinks that's funny unless they're like 7.
Okay, all right.
Oh,
This isn't nice.
That's good.
What's wrong with you?
Can you read the story? You want me to read the
just
story?
Act like a grown
If it's 13 pages, I'll read some. You want me
There's
to read
no
some?
way we're doing 13 pages. I'm down if you want.
All right,
Like, I
give
feel
me
like
that
you
thing
want to.
because you're
Yeah.
just, oh, she's a
Take
bizzle.
it easy. Take it
Oh
easy.
my God. This is why you scare me because you're like a long baby.
You really are a long baby.
Okay. When I was about 10 or 11, I started getting into physics. I wanted to know what stuff was made of. I also learned about something called
Can't wait
Kabbalah,
to connect with the chat.
with
now that
it,
I'm
which
not
is, don't
reading.
look at the, you got to think about the story, all right?
I'm listening.
Kabbalah is the drinks that you got outside in the freezer. After my parents split, I grew an unhealthy obsession with my dad. He was a ladies' man. He was intelligent. He was fun. He was cultured. I wanted to be just like him. That's nice, right? I wish my son said all that cool shit about me, except for the ladies' man thing. Although I would like to think that my wife thinks I'm a
Your son
ladies'
to
man.
call you a ladies' man is awkward.
Yeah.
Awkward.
Maybe a weird thing to say. He would mess around with sigil magic. What the fuck? what? And alchemy workings. I don't know if I asked him first or if he decided to initiate me on his own, but he put me in a coffin and he proceeded to... No, that didn't happen. I'm just playing. But around this time in my life, he started teaching me different types of meditation.
Okay, so this dude, this family line has brought this into this house.
Yes, this man has brought
This
iniquity
is
upon his
not like,
bloodline.
oh, this was happening in the house, and then one day my dad picked up some magic later on.
No, they are asking for this.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's interesting, too, because parents split.
Mm.
So there's a divorce and there's Kabbalah and now you're creating generational iniquity. Not good, homeboy.
Now you're creating.
This is not good. So I could make minor aches and pains go away. I could fall asleep and wake up at the snap of a finger. I could control my dreams. The dreams became more lucid and I began testing out astral projection. You hear that, Nancy? Cut it out. When I first learned to astral project, I was told to find a medium. I was told to find a medium between falling asleep and waking myself up. After finding this mental state, I envisioned my body as if it were hovering over myself, looking down. From here, I could turn my view and move around as I pleased. I could feel myself. I could feel the ground.
I don't like this.
I could feel the walls and the doors.
The walls.
He's reading it like me now. He hates when I read it like that, but now he's doing it.
But I could also pass through them if I wanted to.
Jeez.
I would usually float up my body or float up from my body until I passed through the ceiling and out of the roof and out of the house. From there, I'd float down the street. I'd walk around the block.
Gee.
I always wanted to. I was always too scared to travel far. I never saw any other people or entities, but I always felt like I was being watched.
I'd be up.
Oh, that's interesting.
ice
Nancy
cream
actually
shop.
said that. She was like,
and
and those super secret things that she told me and I wasn't supposed to tell anybody else. She said
she's
that,
on the show. Why didn't you just
Nancy, tell us about the people that watch.
What?
You bitch.
Tell us about the people that watch.
Nancy.
I don't know. Can you tell us about the astral realm?
No.
All right, fine. Well, Nancy told me one time. She said people watch. There's the watchers and then there's the doers.
Well, the ones that watch also do, but
Oh,
Ooh, a little more to the
Nancy.
story. Come on, Nancy, elaborate a little bit.
Shit.
nope.
Come on, none of us know anything about that world, or like you could really help us out.
Fine, Nancy, keep your secrets.
Man, she won't show us her house. She won't
Sometimes it
give
would look
us-
like there were shadows watching me from the houses, but I can't confirm that. Maybe I was just a freaked out kid. I like that.
I kind of like that too. That one looks cool.
All right, here we go. The Red Desert and Fucko the Clown. What?
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 All right, this is the last one, and we got to wrap
Wait,
it up.
wait. So that's the end of that one where he was just
He's
like floating
yeah,
around
man,
town.
my dad
Figured out how to
fucking
float
taught me
around.
how to do some shit.
Dude, I wonder where this story ends, bro.
It doesn't end. It ends
I know,
with this
but
guy becoming a fan of
ultimately-
Nephilim Death Squad. The Red Desert and Fucko
Oh, this
the
is
Clown.
definitely a guy who's like an NDS fan.
Yeah, or
That's
else he
why
wouldn't have
he's sending
sent it
them
to
in?
us personally.
Imagine like asking the last two submissions to don't associate with these people. Like, what?
Yeah.
Have you read their submissions? Do you know how many of these people there are?
You know how many of these people need Christ?
They're all our audience.
This one is super crazy.
It's crazy.
Around the same time that I began experimenting.
Any
Some
regrets?
would say it's like David in his story. I, mean,
Who?
I got it right here, but
Psalms.
it's not in Psalms, it's in 1 Samuel. But it's where like all the outcasts join themselves to David.
This is exactly what's happening.
You want me to read it?
Yeah. He's going to read the Bible.
Okay.
Well, no, I don't care. You can finish the story.
Okay, I'm going to keep going
Yeah.
and then you can interrupt
Go
me
ahead.
when you want to interrupt me.
No, I don't want to interrupt. I
Um,
want to respect you. That's what friends do.
What was I talking about here? Okay.
Look at it with the raven beak.
So around the same time that I began experimenting with the limits of my mind, I came up with a game that I used to play with my cousins called Hide the Pickle. Nope. That I used to play with my cousins and the neighborhood kids. I would close my eyes and go hide the pickle. I'm so sorry.
Dude, stop. Nobody likes that.
I would close my eyes and go somewhere else. A place in my mind that looked like a red desert where multiple entities would either control my body to entertain everyone or they would show me where hidden treasures were. That's interesting because a lot of entities are like the thing, like, I don't know if you ever heard of like
The
Yog
schizophrenic
Sothoth
ones, right?
and the 13 globes.
Oh.
But it's basically like a Lovecraftian thing that people speculate is actually a real thing. One of their names, I think, is Umbra, which is the same entity as Rain Man, supposedly, that all these rappers are dealing with. Anywho, some of them have like the 13 globes, I think, are just 13 demons. And some of them are like they're useful for certain things. Umbra or Umbrella, or Rain Man would be good for fame and money. And I think also women. There are other ones that are good for like revealing hidden treasures to you, things that are lost but can be found through them. So that's an interesting thing. But I'll put a pin in it, and you can you can read.
Go ahead.
Okay, that's the end. No,
No,
this
it's
is-
not the end.
This. Okay, well, this is what you guys are like, actually.
Stop it.
So this is after David. I'm actually going to get into the story in the next Straight Bible, but this is where David has to pretend that he's gone mad. Like he's captured. It's not captured, but he goes into this town. He's been running from Saul. He's just looking for a place to hide. So he pretends he's gone mad because this is a nation where he's killed a ton of their soldiers already.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So he's pretending he's gone mad and lost his mind. And it said,
Oh, he's just faking it.
dude, you're going to love this story next week.
Okay.
But, well, that's crap. You never listen to Straight Bible. That's right.
That's not true.
But,
I haven't listened in a while.
so David departed from there and escaped to the cave Adullam. And when his brethren and all his father's house heard it, they went down there to him. So he's hiding out in this cave. He's trying to get away from Saul. He's just trying to figure out what's he going to do. His family comes there like, David, you good, man? How's it going? And everyone that was in distress and everyone that was in debt and everyone that was discontented gathered themselves unto him.
So he just got what?
And hold on, and he became a captain over them, and there were with him about 400 men. This is just the beginning of like all of the outcasts from society like came and gathered to David. It was like the Oakland Raiders in the 70s. Like John Madden was like, I don't care if you're on coke, I don't care if you're on steroids, like I don't care what all your guys' problems are. You can come to Oakland as long as you can play football.
Hell yeah,
and we're gonna win. You know what I'm saying? Like my dad always told me the Raiders were like that in the 70s.
Is that?
Yeah, you don't like it, do you?
I don't like that one. That one's not. That one's nasty.
Yeah, mine were way worse, dude.
That's like a nasty.
Yeah, they're mad at you that you don't listen to straight Bible, but I don't blame you, dude. I get it. Like as soon as we get away from each other, we all need a break. I get it. It's not like I watch your shows at home. So the bottom line is that
watch my shows at home?
there was all these outcasts that came and joined them. They were just like, they knew they didn't fit into society, and there was a place where they gathered. And so see, that's very
Nancy, that's so funny. Nancy,
yeah. Wow,
ass.
that looks just like me.
Got you, my boy. All right.
Damn,
all right.
Nancy, you're fired.
That's funny. Goodbye, Nancy.
Goodbye, Nancy.
All right, come on, finish the story.
okay.
So I can finish the
That's
story.
it. So that's all I'm saying. It's just that
What are you saying?
that's what Nephilim Death Squad is like, and like people don't get it. They're trying to like trash you and say bad things,
yeah,
and like whatever. But it's like this gathering place for all those who've kind of been kicked out of society, man, or maybe even kicked out of the popular podcast group. Because from what I'm understanding, where you guys talk about, there's like the popular podcast group, but then
You
like
don't say that.
below that, but
say
like below that, there's like all this gang of podcasters that are just coming from the heart. They're just real ones,
Yeah.
and it's like all those real ones are kind of like gathering now.
That's what he told us yesterday. He's like, he offered me, he basically offered me to be in the cool crew. And then he threatened me to kick me out, but they already kicked me out. So
Yeah.
how they gonna kick me
How
out
gonna
more?
kick me out again? Come
No,
on,
you
man.
know what I'm saying? Like that's like the people who gathered around David, dude, and then watch the story as David builds with that. Like he builds with that. Anyway, I just thought, yeah, you guys kind of remind me of that.
All right,
in a
well, I'm going
weird
to
way.
continue.
Okay, go ahead.
They would show me where hidden treasures were. I found a wad of money.
You're
stuffed in
reading
the-
like me now after you mocked me for it. I love this.
I think you're kinda
that,
right.
though. Those are David's mighty men, right?
Don't touch that.
Well, his Mighty Men was only like 33 dudes. It ended up only
33? Huh? Interesting.
I mean, he had 3 that were like savages, badasses.
Yeah.
One that defended a bean field. Yeah, one that defeated a lion in the snow in a pit. There's a bunch of stories about these guys, but the Mighty Men were very
Then
specific.
you have a lion-faced dude of Moab.
Lion-headed man of Moab.
Well, this is a different story. I'm not saying that they didn't do that too. I'm
Wait
just
a
saying there's
second.
one story
A
of one of the
cat man?
main 3 that was in that slayed a tiger in a pit in the snow, something to that extent, which is rad. But I don't mean to keep interrupting. 'Cause I
Okay,
know
so,
I'm just a guest.
also
So
this
like
is-
go ahead.
This is a very nice
Oh,
aesthetic,
that's dope.
right?
Yeah, how come none of mine could be cool, dude?
Well,
All his are cool.
That is a good aesthetic, though. This reminds me of when schizophrenic people find things because their voices tell them. He goes, I found a wad of money stuffed in a McDonald's cup this way.
Mhm.
I found a buried gun. I found a perfectly fine dirt bike abandoned in the woods.
Wait, this entity was guiding him like on a treasure hunt?
Yeah.
That's nobody's ever said that before.
That happens in
literally-
That's a
schizophrenia.
common thing.
In schizophrenics, yeah.
This is not surprising at all. Yeah.
Yeah, they'll show them where like drugs are and
Has
shit.
that happened to you, Matt?
You ever been told to find some shit?
You ever find
Whoops,
some
is
shit?
that a
No, when I was a
briefcase
little
of
kid, I
oxys?
did always love a good treasure hunt.
Oh,
but
dude, are
now
you
I'm like
kidding me?
racking my brain. Now that I hear these crazy stories, I'm like, yeah.
Hey, you want to go on a treasure hunt?
Why do you think?
No.
Why do you think people on meth are
Why'd
always
you make
dig-
that noise?
They're always digging.
In their
always digging
skin,
holes,
in their arms.
trying to find shit.
You don't want to go on a treasure hunt?
No, I don't want to do that now.
I do that every morning, dude. 4:45. We can do it on Zoom if you want to call at 4:45.
All right, I'm not up.
I don't remember these entities talking to me, but I can't rule out mind speak. I just remember the visuals of these shadow people downloading different locations into my head. Then I'd go there in real life and I'd find something surprising every time. Sounds like Rando Nautica too. I also saw a lanky, big-headed, large-eared, Bible-thumping, food forest inhabiting, brown water merchant.
No way.
None of that's real, dude.
I also saw a lanky, big-headed shadow man. Sorry, I misread that. In these red desert trances. But he kept his distance and he just stood there. Again, sometimes there was a long shadow cast on the ground. I was helpless during these experiences. I couldn't decide what went on there. I only had power over going there. That's interesting. And leaving there. That kind of scared me. So I didn't do it often. Whatever it was much different than astral projection and lucid dreaming. That's fascinating. So this dude was like,
what was more scary?
Going to the red desert lands and having the shadow people blap his brain with locations so he can get goodies.
This is very weird.
It's very weird. I think we should stop it here.
Yeah, let's end it.
It's not over yet, but
It's
it is
gotta
almost
be over.
This story, we'll finish at this story, and then we'll go to the next one.
Also 10 pages later.
I didn't have the language for it at the time, but I think I was channeling. Yeah, probably.
I had the language for it.
What's that, dude? I don't like that.
Huge nose ring.
That is
Take
a
that
giant
down.
nose ring.
That's dumb. Only faggots have nose rings.
I like goes on watching more and more, man.
Goes on watching is the man.
Yeah.
Very average size ears.
Everybody
Goes on
knows
watching
that.
is a liar.
Yeah, like literally everybody knows that.
This is the best show ever.
I think I was channeling. I did this with a few different entities on separate occasions. One entity, in particular, became a regular. He would come inside me. It came off as a timid yet curious and playful child. There was also an angry man that would come inside me, and a sad woman who would come inside me. Some kind of military or policeman that would come inside me, and some kind of animalistic tribal entity that would come inside me. And
it's hard to read. It's hard to hear. They want to know. The chat wants to know. How's he spelling it? So that's a lot of cum.
and then of course the child entity.
Oh,
as I got older and my friend group changed, I stopped doing these trances to myself. I was still having lucid dreams, playing with astral projection, and seeing the same long shadow man. But I believe at least one of these things I was channeling stuck around. Crying. When I started hitting my teenage years, I had spontaneous moments where I would do ridiculous things, break things, steal things, hurt people, hurt myself, say things I shouldn't.
Hurt people.
Hurt people.
Amen.
It seems normal for a preteen going through puberty, but I would black out on these situations and have no memory of it. My friends would come in me. My friends would encourage it, is what he says. So it became an alter ego that I heavily leaned into. An alter ego that we named Fucko the Clown.
Whoa.
Was one more paragraph. I remember one time in particular, some kid, 16 or 17, old enough to drive, tried to get me to steal a keg from a bar. I was sitting in the car, staring at the bar, trying to build up the guts to do this, and trying to plan which door or window to go through. When I finally opened the car door, I leaned out, but the guy next to me immediately pulled me back in. I realized the car was suddenly moving, and I had already stolen 3 kegs. I blacked out the whole thing. Later in my life, I was diagnosed with depression and multiple personality disorder, and the psychiatrist came in me. that last part wasn't in there. This is fascinating.
Yeah,
we're only at page 6 of 13, so we'll have to pick this up tomorrow. Not tomorrow. I don't know. The next time we do fucking Chronicles, which is like, who the hell knows?
I know, and I wish if Matt wasn't here, we would have probably gotten.
Oh, we would have gotten through this. There's no way. He just couldn't.
It's very distracting.
He couldn't lock in
the images that he kept pulling up of himself.
Well, the good news is the Raven wanted me on the show today. It meant a lot to me.
Matt, if you had to give like a rating of how you feel about how today went.
Oh,
how
yeah.
did it go?
From like a rating from like light spirit, medium spirit, heavy spirit.
Yeah, are you encouraged? Like, because we just did a show. You did a show with the boys, and you're like, yeah, we're chilling.
Yeah.
Like, how do you feel?
And you love the
How
boys.
do you feel? You love the boys.
You love the boys.
This is like a 10 out of 10, dude. This is like a great show. I don't know. Like, I hate to say this.
Yeah.
I hate to say. You don't even know what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
You do. I hate to say this, but like some of the Chronicles ones is just like.
No, it's because
they're not that cool.
No.
It's just like these ones are very
this
intriguing.
Guy's
to
crushing.
me.
Look,
These
the next one was Trash
The first
Bag
one
Man.
was great too, bro. The first
the
one
next
was
one
like
is Trash Bag Man. Should we end it or should we?
We got to end it, but I'm just saying,
It's
like
actually
when
really
they-
short.
when they're good like this, it's super intriguing, dude.
Dude, I'm gonna run through Trash Bag Man because it's really short.
Wait, what? Oh,
And sometimes I got to be honest, because you asked, like if I wasn't working today, I mean, I worked on the farm all morning. I got that
Yeah.
new chainsaw.
Yeah.
thanks. Shout out to the chat.
Things
Thank
went
you.
great with the chainsaw.
Yeah.
And I come in, I'm ready to go, everything's popping, I haven't been to the gym yet. Then you're like popping and ready to do a show.
Trash
If
bag
I come
man.
on and do a show at 4 o'clock, I've been working all day. I'm a little nasty. I'm a
Feeling tired.
little
Yeah, you were a little nasty. sleepy.
whiny, a little just kind of like, oh man, it's the end of the day. It's ready to get out.
Trash bag man.
Whiny's a good word to use.
Around the year 2000, I was 12 or 13 years old.
Cranky.
My cousin came in me and we were alone in the house. He was a smooth gangster type guy and the last person I'd ever expect to talk about ghosts or any woo-woo stuff unless he was trolling. We were sitting in the living room in the middle of the day. He was sitting next to me on the couch to my left, then to his left, and behind him, like 7 o'clock, it's very specific, was a doorway into the kitchen, and to our direct left, 9 o'clock, was a hallway. Envision that.
9 o'clock. Not 3, Top. 9. Quit watching the chat.
Stop
Top.
watching the chat.
I'm trying to figure it out. Okay, left. Yeah.
I was watching TV.
Mhm.
And my cousin was on his laptop. It seemed like we both saw something in the left corner of our eye simultaneously because we both turned our heads at the exact same time. Coming out of the kitchen doorway, in broad daylight, only an arm's length away, was a big burly trash bag man.
What's that mean?
He came in me. You didn't say that part. I'm so sorry.
This is so crazy. This is the same guy that started this with that 3 years old and a bike,
Yeah,
saw
dude.
people hanging in the tree.
That's-
That's all
yeah.
the same guy.
When people have an experience, their life is usually dotted with experiences. That's
Okay,
exactly what I
okay.
told.
My cousin
My
used
cousin.
to see dead people in the streets. She lived the one that lived in Seagate.
That's crazy. The one that
Is
I
that just
talked
New
to,
York, though, right? It's just
No, it's because she grew
It's
up.
like just actual dead people in the
She
street.
Yeah.
grew up in a house that was like literally haunted. And I don't know. Her mother was talking to these entities, and who knows what happened. One thing leads to another.
Chuck.
She's out in the street seeing these things, and like she just blapped up her entire life.
Was that the chick that I talked to?
Yep.
Yeah. She's got some shit attached to her. Okay, so coming out of the kitchen, only an arm's length away in broad daylight, is a big burly trash man. It wasn't super tall, but it was super wide.
Super wide.
It pretty much took up the whole space of the door frame, vertically and horizontally. Well, that's decently tall. Maybe 6 feet tall, 4 feet wide. Damn.
Nephilim genetics.
It had noticeable arms and legs. It was moving its limbs as it walked. It either looked like a hunchback or it just had a huge back and shoulders with no neck, kind of like a juggernaut from X-Men. The fuck, man? It was such a deep, dark black. It almost looked like I could see into it, as if the darkness had depth to it. That sounds just like Homeboy's story that we talked to the other day with the muscular
Dylan.
eagle man.
Yeah.
Shout out Dylan.
Dylan.
Where are we at here? Boom, 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 boom. As if the darkness had depth to it. This black mass also had a little shine to it. That's interesting because he said it was like oil.
Mhm. Yep.
I've never seen anything like it, so it's hard to make a comparison. But my cousin and I came to the conclusion that it kind of looked like a trash bag, so we called him Trash Bag Man. That's a story that totally betrays like what the hell you saw. Trash
Yeah.
Bag Man almost seems comedic, especially when he comes in you, but you're describing something that is, it's pretty horrifying. As it came through the doorway, it immediately turned left and walked down the hallway. My cousin and I just stared at it, frozen in our seats. We just watched it move down the hall, walk through the closed door at the end of the hall, and vanish. This thing never acknowledged us. The whole encounter probably took less than 30 seconds, and we never talked about it again. What the fuck?
Many such cases.
What the fuck?
Beautiful. But I will say the language on this episode is a bit intense, unbecoming for Christian men.
Many such cases.
Yes.
They bred with daughters of men.